Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Cavaliers took care of business against the Toronto Raptors last night, 115-105, to take a 2-0 lead in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Both teams will travel to Toronto and play Game 3 on Thursday. Staying in Cleveland, the Guardians lost 9-2 yesterday to the Houston Astros. The second game of that series will take place tonight with first pitch just after 6 o'clock. And Cincinnati Reds rookie sensation Sal Stewart stayed hot last night, hitting his 8th home run of the season as the Redlegs beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-1 for their 4th straight win. Cincy will go for 5 straight tonight in the Sunshine State with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. This update was sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Request your free or exterior assessment today at RamosRoofingOhio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I went and worked out yesterday. Little upper body day. And, sometimes you got to test your limits. But the thing about testing your limits is that when you're lifting and you're by yourself, you have to make sure that you're able to lift whatever it is you putting on the bar.
Yeah. And this sounds like common sense with Tyvis. Hi. If you're lifting weights, you have to be able to lift the weights. Tyvis Powell with exercise advice for you.
Because if you get stuck, nobody can help you get the bar off.
Oh, do you see now? This is going to transition to a dumber show, which is called T-Bone tells former athlete Tyvis Powell how to lift weights. Do you clamp them on the end? Because I always
no.
I heard you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I clamp them on the end.
I've heard like if you're doing like a bench press and you're by yourself,
you gotta let it. You gotta leave.
You leave the ends off so that if you have to, you can tilt it one way and one will fall off and you don't die.
If that's true, then I like to live on the edge.
I guess
I like to live on the edge. So what I did?
Is that Aerosmith? We're living on the edge.
So what I did was,
okay, thank you.
What I did was I was doing bench press yesterday, and I'm warming up. I warm up with 135, then I do 185, then 205, and then I try to jump into my sets.
Wow.
So yes,
I like how your warm up would be like I would be running around the gym showing everyone my junk and being like, "This I just lifted 205."
205?
Oh, dude, I've never put anything with 200 over my head in my life. Are you kidding me?
Lift 205 on
Dude,
the
look
bench.
at me. I don't lift weights. I haven't
205
bench press.
T-Bone,
No.
you should be at least able to be close to benching your body weight.
That's for
Listen,
people that are strong
Tyvis.
and in shape, Tyvis.
You can't lift your body weight.
Tyvis, I don't know that you can lift my body weight. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I should be able to lift my body weight. That's a twofold problem. Too much body weight, too much wuss.
They say like you should be at least able to bench your body weight.
They have all these things of like you should be able to do however many sit-ups, however many push-ups, however many chin-ups. Like I can't do a chin-up right now.
I just did some like a week ago.
Yes, good. I'm happy for you, and you should be able to.
Yesterday I did pull downs though.
Yeah,
I did the lap pull downs.
I do those. I've done those at the gym. I like a lap pull down.
How much did you do?
I think I've done over 100 pounds. I don't know what the number was. I just put the little pin in there until it stops moving, and then I'm like, all right, that's where I am. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go one back up from that, see if I can move that, and then that's about it.
Anyways,
I don't know what it is.
To be clear, I've benched 205 in my life, which is how much I weigh right now. I cannot do it right now, though. I'm out of my physical prime. I've exited it. I've willingly.
So me too.
But I didn't play in the NFL. I'm just a jag.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I mean, technically, some people would tell you that I was just a jag the way my career went.
Where's Rothman when you need him?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so I was in the gym, and usually I've been doing. This is my third week back lifting weights. So I started off my first week I did 3 sets of 5 or 6 on 225. Last week I did 3 sets of 245, and then this week I wanted to do 255.
Okay.
I wanted to truly get to where my body weight is.
Okay.
I put that weight on there.
Uh-huh.
And I did 245. Hit 5 reps. Bang, bang, easy.
Okay. So 10 more pounds.
10 more pounds.
20 more.
No. 10. I went from 245 to 255.
Is that not how math works?
I'm talking about his body weight.
Oh.
To get to his body weight. That's what I was saying.
He's a hater.
Yeah, that is accurate.
I'll have you know that I was 258 today. Thank you very much. Anyway.
That's all the pump from yesterday where you're lifting all this weight. That's probably 3 extra pounds of just pure badassery there.
So I put the 255 on there. Now, I did 245 for 2 sets. I was finishing my last set with 255.
Yeah.
I hit it I got it off and it was heavy. I hit it one time and I racked the thing.
Oh.
Because I think if I would have tried another one, I'm not 100% sure that I would have got it back up.
See, and that would have
been very scary.
That would have been very scary. That's why you don't I'm telling you, don't put the clamps on. If you're by yourself, there's no one else in this gym.
That
you getting crushed by a barbell.
Because the thing is, the weight gonna move on there, and then it's gonna be uneven on. No, I don't want to do that.
That adds to the.
I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
Now, hang on. I've seen all these people when they're lifting weights. They're putting chains on it. They're putting all kinds of resistance bands. And isn't that all to like make your muscles have to like, oh, it's not so stable, and your muscles have to like correct that, and those little permutations can make your muscles even stronger. So that little bit of vibration and shaking, that's just helping you get stronger.
You're going to get that naturally because I'm using free weights. I'm not doing a machine. So it's going to shake a little bit. It's just not going to shake down the bar.
Yeah.
No, I agree with Tyvis that if you get one good rep in and you don't think you could get it up again, there's no reason to ever try again. You're done for the night.
Mm-hmm. If you don't.
Or day.
Well, you did it. You got the one rep, so why not? I think that counts.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if someone said like, hey, can you do this feat of excellence, and you did it once, like Odell Beckham Jr. has to go back and replicate that catch. He did it once. Who cares? It's on tape. We saw it. He doesn't need to go do it again, does he?
He's trying to. You see, he worked out with the Giants.
He worked out with the Giants. Yeah. No, Tyvis, that's one of the things I appreciate about you is like, there's a bunch of these guys out there that are like, who have had success, who are like, I got to get back. I got to try again. Odell Beckham Jr., really? Now, maybe he could still play. I'm sure he has something left to give to the game, but I'm just surprised he hasn't made peace with that. You, on the other hand, are someone who you probably could have gone back if you really wanted to and worked yourself into shape and been playing somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Canada.
Okay.
Well, I tried that. That didn't work out.
Well, okay. The point is, I like that you've said, yeah, I had my time. I did it. I don't need to go back.
Well, so when I went to do Canada, when I went to the CFL, I said, if I can't make it in the CFL, that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
That was the deal that I made with myself.
Yeah.
And the fact that I got cut over some COVID reasons, that really, the vaccine thing, that really just kind of like put a sour taste.
Okay.
Because it was like, in my mind, it was like, I've been playing football since I was 9 years old, and this happened when I was 28, I think I was.
Yeah.
At the time. So I was like 27, 28, and I said, for the first time, it's not about my athletic ability.
Yeah.
It was something outside of what I did on the field.
Yeah.
It was political or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Sure.
And that just like messed up everything for me because it was like, so what's the point of me doing all this working out if it's something else that can affect me?
Yeah, it was the first time you ever encountered something where it was like, it's not about my physical ability.
Like the league, my thing was I just wasn't good enough at the time. I just wasn't good. Like, and that's fine. But like Canada, it was like, because you didn't get vaccinated, this is why.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so it has nothing to do with
And you walked in with
ability.
your flat earth papers, and you're like, let me tell you why we didn't go to the moon.
Correct.
You and Dylan were in on that.
I was on Kyrie's side.
I hope not on that. I mean, it depends. Depends a lot of things Kyrie said. I'd just be careful finding what side of what he's on. I don't know.
Kanye as well.
I don't know.
No, I don't.
No. Hey, by the way, it's Hot Take Tuesday. You can get us your hot takes at Bone and Tyvis 971. You can tweet us those, or you can head to the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Rusty is in the chat right now. So, yeah, he's already in there making fun of the fact that you probably can't lift your body weight. So, and saying that you're lying. So that's Rusty's ready for you.
You may need glasses because we know you actually 268. If I tell you if I was 268, 258 this morning.
Now I was boring Dylan with this. Here's what you did yesterday was go lift weights. What I did yesterday was I didn't even partially. I was watching. Have you ever heard? Do you know what Chernobyl is? The power plant in Ukraine that melted down. Soviet Union. Bad, right?
I only know that. You know why I know that?
Why is that?
Because on Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, the woman had some birth defects and she was born with her nose was a male's private part. And she said that it's because she was born in Chernobyl.
Interesting. I did not know
and people say that America has no culture. And there, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Deuce Bigalow. Of course. Why not? No, but in that, so I have seen this docu-series before. It's not an actual documentary. It's more of like a dramatized telling of real events. HBO did a series called Chernobyl. It's like 5 episodes. They're each an hour long. It is one of the best things I've ever watched. And so I was yesterday coming across clips of this on social media. I'm like, this is good. Man, I like this. I need to watch the series again. And then I just went down a wormhole of Chernobyl stuff, right? Yeah. Do you know when Chernobyl happened? Do you know what the time frame was? Before your time.
1970.
No, 1986.
I was close.
Yeah. Thanks. That makes me feel. I was someone who was born in 82. I feel like, 86, 70, it's all the same. No, it's not. Some of those people are in their 50s. I'm not there. Anyway, so I looked it up. It happened, I believe it's April 26th, 1986.
So the anniversary.
So the anniversary is like this weekend but I don't know if you know this, one of the, if not the worst disaster, like ecologically speaking, humans have ever put on the earth. Like the amount of radiation from that thing, 1 hour of being near Chernobyl, 1 hour was equivalent to 2 atomic bombs of radiation hitting you.
Dang.
And so there were people who were like working there, who were like, they were trying to fix this. They thought they could salvage it. It turned out they could not, but they all they got that radiation poisoning quick. And so I went down that wormhole of like, well, how did they clean it up? What did they do? So anyway, I spent my day yesterday looking at a disaster. You went and were trying to fix the disaster that is the human condition and try to get yourself better.
I'm trying to fight obesity.
Good. And I was trying to, I don't know, learn about one of the worst destructive things in human history.
When we come back from break, can I tell Tyvis how I was trying to promote obesity yesterday?
Yes, please do. Dylan will tell you that. The Cavs got it done. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Right now, we are seeing just one crash on our road. It's happening on the east side of the city, really by Easton, affecting that Morse Road northbound ramp at 270 out there. Multiple lanes are blocked this morning. But right now on the west side, no issues to report by that 70 and 270 split, especially 70 eastbound as you're heading downtown. And hey, for our friends on the north side, from Powell, Worthington, spots like that, easy going 270, 315, and 23 in that northbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hey, it's Austin Ward with an opportunity again this year, in case you haven't taken advantage of it in the past. Take this chance to drop 40 by the 4th with Awaken 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? To make it easier, Awaken 180 has launched Reclaim by Awaken 180. Reclaim is a simple 10-week plan designed to help you reach your weight and health goals. A beginning, an end, and a real finish line. It's not eventually. Makes sense, right? I dropped my 45 pounds in 10 weeks and 5 more in free maintenance. Reclaim by Awaken 180 comes at the perfect time for you to reach your 40 pounds by the 4th and then keep it off with free support for life. Any medication, diet, or workout plan will say you'll see results. But how many say in 10 weeks you'll be a new version of yourself, thanking the old you, the one that made the call to Awaken 180. 40 by the 4th and keep it off, medication free. Do what Beamer did, Berm did, and I did. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Educators, healthcare workers, first responders, and military. The Columbus Aviators salute you with $10 tickets to any home game. Get yours at uflaviators.com.
Saving money in your next project when you shop at Menards. We have everything you need for keeping your outdoor power equipment in tip-top shape. Ensure your lawnmower or boat is running smooth this year. Right now, all FVP lawn and garden and marine batteries are on sale. View our entire selection of FVP batteries today on Menards.com. Plus, check out our weekly flyer for all of the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Sometimes, tough times are a test, a chance to prove ourselves. Colleen O'Donnell proved her grit in Laredo, Texas, when she served as an immigration judge and faced the worst of the worst. Human smugglers, gang members, dangerous people. Colleen ordered them to be deported, never granted asylum once, and enforced the law to the letter. Now, Ohio needs tough leadership on the bench, so Colleen O'Donnell's running for Ohio Supreme Court as a constitutional conservative with 10 years of prior judicial experience. Ohio Right to Life PAC endorses Colleen for her devotion to our conservative values. America's toughest immigration sheriff, Richard Jones, endorses Colleen O'Donnell for her dedication to public safety. And the Ohio leaders we trust support Colleen O'Donnell for her unwavering loyalty to the rule of law and the Ohio State Constitution. The grit to lead, the experience to succeed. Colleen O'Donnell for Ohio Supreme Court.
Paid for by O'Donnell for Ohio.
Bishop and Friends.
The best I can tell, an Albert Einstein finger in a light socket into my face as much as I can.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Frost and freeze alerts remain in place this morning, turning mostly sunny and much warmer and breezy this afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, chances of showers and thunderstorms develop overnight with lows in the 50s. And then for Wednesday, we do have a chance of showers and storms early, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds and highs in the mid to low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Morning Wood coming up at 6:45. We will answer Dylan's toughest questions. And Dylan apparently has some type of big back behavior that needs to be discussed.
Yes.
So let's go ahead, Dylan, with that.
I was gonna
get it off your chest before we get to actual sports.
Discuss it with yourself.
You don't even know what he did.
No, I don't. But he needs to be disgusted of himself. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say this is quote my pull the pin order, but this is actually my regular order at White Castle and why I stopped going there so much.
Oh, so you're a big White Castle guy?
Yes, but I have to limit myself.
I understand.
So my girl,
if you telling me you get more than 4 sliders, you're out of your mind.
4 sliders is what I start with.
Come on, Tyvis. That's not even big back behavior. That's just I went to White Castle behavior. Come on. I don't like this.
4 sliders should be all you need.
That's what. Yeah, that's right. I agree with her. Totally.
Weight loser talk. But
Yeah,
who needs
absolutely.
that?
Who needs that? Yeah, who needs losing weight talk? We don't need that.
Let's hear it. Let me hear this one.
So my girl the other day, she tried to go to the White Castle on 3637. I feel like that one will just randomly close whenever they feel like it.
That I agree.
So
yes.
so she had put White Castle in my mind when she was complaining. So
you went like you turned into Harold and Kumar.
Yes. So we went to White Castle and I said, honey, what do you normally get from White Castle? She's like, normally some White Castles, and then I can't choose between mozzarella sticks and onion petals. And I said, don't worry, baby, you don't have to choose with me. I said,
I got you. This is maybe those other guys would only buy you one or the other. I got both. That's how I'm rolling right now.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff and we're gonna share. But
that's perfect.
But the thing with her is that she weighs about 100 pounds less than me and eats like a bird. So I knew I was gonna get 90% of the food.
Yeah, she got to like sample the taste of it all, and
we
then
applaud this behavior.
No, we do. It's smart.
Yes.
He's actually doing a good thing.
So
there.
what I got was 4 White Castles with jalapeno cheese, an order of fries, an order of chicken rings, an order of onion petals, the mozzarella sticks for the homegirl, and a Coke.
That's and then you guys were sharing this.
Sharing in quotation.
Okay. How much of that said order do you think you ended up eating?
85 to 90%.
So let me ask you. so let me. You said 4 White Castle sliders.
Yes. Order of fries.
How many of the sliders did she eat?
She actually ate 2 of those.
Oh, okay. So technically you had 2.
Yes.
And then a bunch of appetizers.
The fries she had none of. The chicken rings she had none of.
Okay.
The onion petals she had maybe like 25% of it. 1 mozz stick.
Okay. Their mozz sticks are not bad, by the way.
That's the first time I had them.
The order is not egregious.
That's the order that I would have got if I was by myself.
That's true. I could do that.
Maybe minus the mozz sticks, but you know what, Tyvis? I think from now on, I'm going to add it.
You know who has secretly good mozzarella sticks is Arby's.
Yes.
Like Arby's mozzarella sticks are actually like I'd take those over a lot of sit down places when you go and they're like, oh, we have mozzarella sticks. Like, that's all right. I'll just sit in an Arby's drive-thru on the way home. I'm good. I don't need these.
Did you ever get your triple double crunch wrap?
No, I still have yet to do. I've yet to do that. I also had someone who had recommended. Well, I did a food review video on Instagram, which you can go follow me at Degenerate T-Bone. I don't do a lot of that, but occasionally I do it. And I did a video where I forget the last thing I tried, but maybe it was the Wendy's spicy chicken, and someone replied to that and said, "Can you do the White Castle cravioli? It's like
I saw that they're promoting it. Pretty
they have
hard.
like a toasted ravioli thing that I was like, I mean, I guess.
So you gonna be?
But I haven't gone and done that yet.
So
I need to go try it.
You the food review guy.
I may be today. I may have to go hit that up. I may have to try to do that.
We applaud this behavior.
Tyvis, there's nothing wrong with eating the food in and of itself for a video review. That's fine. It's the fact of then when you're doing it not for the gram, that's what gets me into trouble. Like there's people I'll see food influencers, people be like, oh man, do you really eat like that? It's like, look at them. They don't eat like that.
I'm sure
they're eating for the video and then they don't eat like that the rest of the day, I'm quite sure.
You know these guys that travel on the food channel, you don't think they be working out?
Well, they have to.
That's my point.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut, he's
That's
a
exactly
fiend.
my point.
What's the dude's name? Was it Man versus Food? Adam something or other? Richmond? Anyway, that guy for sure ended up like, he did not look like he did at the start of that show by the end. Like he definitely.
What is Guy Fieri?
Come on.
Adam Richmond.
He's the guy who makes all those chicken al pastor tacos that you like. Guy Fieri?
Whatever.
That guy?
That name.
Right.
Disrespectful.
There we go.
Flavortown. Donkey sauce. Yeah.
Columbus's very own Tyvis. You can't even pronounce
he's
his
from
name.
here.
From Columbus?
Yeah, he is. Yes.
When the Christopher Columbus conflict was going on, he suggested that we just call the city Flavortown.
Not just him. I'm with him. Let's call it Flavortown. Then highlight the food scene here. You know who else is from here that people like to impersonate?
Randy Man, man.
Come on down to Guy Fieri's Al Pastor Tacos featuring Randy Man Macho sauce.
Randy Savage with the Macho Man.
Tyvis Poral. I don't know who that is. God. All right. Yes, Macho Man Randy Savage is from here. Which, well, that reminded me because when you said the Christopher Columbus controversy, we actually suggested on the station we should call this place Elbow Drop USA. I think that's a good city name, personally.
Yes.
I'd love to be from Elbow Drop USA, but that could be in honor and in honor of Randy Poffo.
Are we drunk?
I must be. I don't know what the hell is going on today. It's yeah. All right. So you can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis. Maybe we'll be able to read it. Maybe not. But it's Hot Take Tuesday, so get those in. Cavs last night got the job done. They are up now 2-0 in their series over the Raptors. They got it done.
Yeah, I was talking about Cavs and 5. It might be Cavs and 4. I'm not going to lie to you because Scotty Barnes is a really good player for them. Brandon Ingram, he needs to be investigated for grand larceny because he is a no-show in these playoffs. He looks as bad as Jared Allen did against the Knicks. The lights is just too bright for him right now, and it's unbelievable. Meanwhile, the Cavs' three-headed monster of Donovan, James, and Evan, they combine for all the points. So therefore, you got
Donovan Mitchell had 30, and James Harden had 28,
and Evan had 25. If you're going to get that, there's nothing you could do. There's absolutely nothing you could do.
I think gentlemen sweep here. I think they give them one in Toronto.
I don't think they. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it.
I don't know about that. Yeah. I did see, by the way, last night, did you see the, speaking of the Knicks, the Atlanta Hawks even that series up? Tied 1-1. Yeah, they won that, pulled that out in the late one.
Listen.
Even without Trae Young, Hawks hunt.
No, I think, you know what? No. I think in spite of, or like because of not having Trae Young, I think actually CJ McCollum, pride of Northeast Ohio, baby.
Canton.
Yeah, North Canton guy, right?
3-3-0.
Yeah.
30-3-30.
Yeah. He had 32.6 assists. And then Timberwolves got it done last night against the Nuggets, 119-114. They even that series up at 1 apiece as well. So
the Hawks is going to be one of those teams that in about 2 years, they're going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jalen Johnson is really good. CJ McCollum is probably towards the end, obviously. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a beast. And then they traded for Jonathan Kuminga. So, they got some players over there.
Yeah, CJ McCollum has always looked to me like Stefan Urkel. Did you ever watch Family Matters back in the day?
Yes.
Steve Urkel. Yes. When Steve drank the cool potion, he had like a machine or a potion or something he could drink and it made him cool. And he came back as Stefan Urkel. That's who CJ McCollum looks like to me. Always. He has always looked like Stefan Urkel. And you know what? Maybe his game is just like Stefan Urkel's. I don't know. In either case, that's Cavs up 2-0 in that series against the Raptors. When do they play again? Thursday, I think?
Yeah,
they have to travel. They got to, like
Thursday
you said, go to
and
Toronto.
Sunday.
Yeah. And, of course, that game Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Prime Video, because welcome to the NBA. Those of you who've just started trying to watch the playoffs, this is how it's been all year. You want to watch a game? Oh, that one's on Peacock. This one's on Prime. The next one's on, I don't know. FedEx has a network, and you have to watch it on FedEx, apparently. I don't know.
Entire postseason on streaming service?
They're probably going to eventually whittle that down, but literally.
Why would it not be on ESPN?
All the Thursday games are on Prime. All of them. Like, they have 3 games Thursday night. They're all on Prime.
I don't understand why they're not putting them on.
Because they're money. They paid money to be on Prime. Like, money. Prime is paying the money to get the NBA on there.
Didn't ESPN buy the rights to the NBA?
They may have back in the day, but now
I thought, isn't that why the inside the NBA went to ESPN?
They bought that, yes, but not all of it. They didn't get everything. They're streaming stuff. The game, they have tonight. There's going to be games on Peacock. I'm just saying, this is where we're at with not just the NBA, but the NBA is as guilty as anyone in that regard. All right, former Buckeye quarterback opened minicamp as QB1 in the NFL. We'll tell you where next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A reminder, if you're traveling in Delaware County, overnight in those hours starting at 11 o'clock, we are seeing a big portion of 71 northbound that is closed for some bridge-beam settings. That's from Polaris Parkway all the way up to 36, folks. That's by Sunbury. So that's lasting until Friday. Once again, 11 p.m. to 5 in the morning. As for that detour, 71 northbound, getting off at Polaris Parkway and taking State Route 3 instead all the way towards Sunbury by US 36. And from there, you can use that ramp to head northbound on 71. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Parents, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We're listening.
Yeah. Are your teens good with money?
She's a good kid.
She's the
but
best,
yeah.
I get it. Switch to Huntington Bank, and your teen debit card can really help.
Oh?
You can set spending limits, and your kid can track budgets, so they learn that money doesn't, in fact, grow on trees.
I think we need this.
Sounds good, yeah. We feel you, parents. Let's get more from teen banking. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
This spring, celebrate the women who made you, raised you, and stood by you. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. For over 78 years, whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, graduation, or just because, we've had the perfect gifts for the women who mean the world to you. At Diamond Cellar, you'll find timeless jewelry they'll cherish forever because every woman deserves a little sparkle. For all your spring gifting needs, visit Diamond Cellar on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center, or shop online at diamondcellar.com.
Have you lost your energy, not feeling it in the bedroom anymore? It could be your testosterone, even if you're a woman. Find out now for free. Synergenics and Low T Center are offering free testosterone testing for both men and women. Stop by or book today at fixmylowt.com.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan. If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
It is a Hot Take Tuesday. You can get us your hot takes at Bone and Tyvis 971. I have apparently, I'm not going to play it now because we've done a lot of food talk today to start the show. We need to actually talk a little sports. We'll get to some food talk later. But one of the food talk things we have to get to is there was a hot take yesterday on Common Man and Timmy, which you should hear if you don't know, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday right here on The Fan. You should know that, of course. But they were talking about a specific food item and how they had an argument over how good that food item is. Okay. So you will hear that hot take. We'll probably do that in the 7 o'clock hour. We will get into some more food discussion there, of course, on a Hot Take Tuesday. Tweet us yours at Bone and Tyvis 971. But here's my hot take for today. The Steelers just need to say, see you later to Aaron Rodgers and be done with the whole experiment. I know they hired his former head coach. I know that they think that that's still the pathway for them. If he wants to come back, they want him back, but I wouldn't. I just move on because what you have right now is Will Howard is sitting there essentially as QB1 in Pittsburgh. Am I wrong? As what do they have? Is this mini camp that's opening up now?
Camp is open and he is running out there with the one.
Okay, good for him. And I hope Will Howard gets every opportunity, although it kills me that he's, playing for the Steelers, who I hate, but again, I am happy for him that he has an opportunity to go show what he can do. If I were the Steelers, I would just say, yeah, we're going to let him show what he can do. We're going to give him the full offseason. And if you want to bring in competition for him, fine, but I wouldn't worry about that competition being Aaron Rodgers. At some point, you have to look yourself in the mirror as an organization and say, yeah, we don't need to be waiting around for this guy who, once again, won't apparently tell anyone what he's going to do.
Aaron Rodgers is a walk-in Hall of Famer. He's probably going to go to the Hall of Fame easily, in my personal opinion.
He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yes. No doubt about it. Yep, you're right.
I think that the reason that Pittsburgh is clamping and holding on to him is because they still feel like it's still there. It's still like that greatness is still there. And he had moments last year, which over the past few years, he's had moments where he's flashed. But we all know, just like a young quarterback, consistency is the number one thing, especially if you're going to play quarterback in the NFL. You got to be as consistent as possible. And to me, you just go to his last game against Pittsburgh, Don't get me wrong. Texans defense was the best defense in the league probably last year.
They were awesome.
They created takeaways at a high clip, and they were really good. But 17 for 33, 146 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 pick and 4 sacks with a QBR of 14.
No.
That's just you could get the same thing out of a young quarterback in that situation.
Who also has upside to play more than 2 years from now.
Right. So to me, it's like you might as well just go ahead and just move on and just put the young guy in there. In worst case, you have a bad year. Okay. You won't make the playoffs for the first time in years, but okay. But you'll put yourself in a better place to get yourself one of these franchise quarterbacks for next year, because isn't 2027 supposed to be loaded with quarterbacks that could come out there and be franchise guys? So you might as well just go ahead and see what you got in Will Howard. Mike McCarthy has spoken so highly of Will Howard. Oh, he would have been drafted way earlier than the 6th round if I was around here last year. So let's see it. Let's give him an opportunity. He's been there every day. He's worked his butt off. Give him let him get the reward of doing that. Let's see what you got.
You know, to your point, who else has had flashes in the last couple of years where you've said, man, that guy's not a bad quarterback on his day? Joe Flacco. Would anyone in their right mind be holding up their offseason plans for Joe Flacco at this point? No. Now, obviously, his resume is different than Aaron Rodgers, but you know who else? Johnny Unitas' resume is also different than Joe Flacco's. Like, resume doesn't matter at this point if you can't do the job. Like, if you're not physically up to being consistent, like you said, Tyvis, isn't that the whole name? That is, there are young quarterbacks who aren't consistent, and we don't count on them, right? Like, Tua Tagovailoa has been good at times in his career, has he not? But what are his hindrances? He's not consistent, in part because of injury. You can't build around him. I mean, despite maybe what they think it down in Atlanta, we'll find out. But like, I'm saying, like, we look at quarterbacks and judge them as being not worth the time or not that good, or you got to move on from him because they're inconsistent. Aaron Rodgers is inconsistent, but also not going to be a future for you. Mm-hmm. So why would you hold up your present and future and everything else you got going on this offseason for a guy like, again, yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Yes, he might be your quickest path to winning some games this year more than if you gave the reins over to a Will Howard or someone else. But you also don't know that Will Howard can't go out there and become your next, like, oh, wow, never mind, we were wrong. This guy's a stud.
Pittsburgh and the Browns are in the same situation. How the Browns feel about Shador should be the same way they feel about Will. Give him this year, go to this draft, build around him, get you some pieces, and then see what you got. And if he's not the answer, you will know that, and you will need to get a quarterback for next year.
To be fair to Will Howard, though, like, Shador had opportunities last year, and he will probably get more this coming year, to your point. But, like, Will Howard really hasn't had those opportunities. So, yeah, but I'm with you that both of those quarterbacks have this year to show that they are worth the investment, because next year's draft does look like it's going to be full of guys that you would probably think are franchise level quarterbacks
until they don't come out, and then they'll say it's 28 actually.
Yeah, then you can't draft that. Now here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers, because this is what's changed in Pittsburgh. Because you might be saying, like, well, hasn't this been the case this whole offseason? Why are you harping on this now? The draft is Thursday. First round of the draft is Thursday. The draft weekend is taking place in Pittsburgh, and there was a kind of hinted rumor from people around the Steelers. The media in Pittsburgh was hinting at, like, yeah, there's been no announcement about Aaron Rodgers, but we kind of think it's going to happen at the draft, right? That was the whole idea, was that they're not saying anything because Aaron Rodgers is going to walk out on the stage there during the draft and say, by the way, next year I'm coming back. Let's go, Pittsburgh. Get the crowd fired up.
In about the 3rd or 4th round, they're going to take Drew Aller. And Pittsburgh's going to take Drew Aller.
Please, God. I beg you to take Drew Aller. Please do it,
Big body quarterback.
Please.
Big arm. Reminds you of Ben Roethlisberger.
I love it. Yes, take him. You know what they're saying? Rich man's Ben Roethlisberger. He's actually better. Please take him. I pray to you. Take him, Pittsburgh. I want to see it.
Grew up in Ohio as a Browns fan. What more to get back at the Browns?
Sure, yes. Get back at us with Drew Aller, please. But the whole reason I brought up the Aaron Rodgers thing is because now all the people around Pittsburgh are saying, never mind. Like, now the tone this last couple of days has been, we may not get that announcement after all. It doesn't seem like that's imminent. They're now talking about probably won't happen before the draft or during the draft. So Aaron Rodgers, once again, having a team wait on its offseason plans while he decides what he wants to do. Where have we heard that before?
I, like Tyvis, hold Aaron Rodgers in very high regard. I have said that I think he's the most talented quarterback to ever play in the NFL. But the fact that he's waited this long right before the draft to make a decision, I think it's disrespectful towards the Steelers. It's like saying you're going to work on stuff with your wife and then she goes to Sedona with one of her work friends. Like
just hanging out at the pool. There were other people there.
You're waiting for a decision and she's just out doing whatever. That's what Aaron Rodgers is doing. There's no reason for him to say yay or nay on playing next season. And I think if I was the Steelers, I'd feel disrespected. I'd be like, you know what? Sayonara, you're not worth it.
No, have respect for yourself. That's all. I'm just saying, if I'm the Steelers organization, washed up version of Aaron Rodgers is not worth pausing everything for him so he can show me what? Glimmers of hope and then lead my 8-9 playoff team to a first round exit yet again. Sorry, I want to be better than that if I'm Pittsburgh. And I think they should have higher standards than that. All right, Morningwood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A lot of people heading out the door right now, especially over in New Albany, 161 eastbound by New Albany Road. And right before that 62 split, you can expect a lot more cars on the roads with you. Same situation for our friends by Canal Winchester and Pickerington and southeast Columbus. We're talking 3 different spots along 33 westbound, a little bit slower than usual right now. That includes Pickerington Road, Gender Road, and even closer towards South Hamilton Road as of right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
It's time to choose happiness again. With the weather being warmer, my kids want to go outside and play. But my knee pain used to ruin these moments with my kids. Until I got with Dr. Tesner and his medical team at QC Kinetics. They relieved my knee pain right there in the office that day. So if you say yes to any of these questions I'm about to ask, then you're the kind of patient that QC Kinetics regenerative treatment help every day. I have consistent joint pain in my knees, hips, and shoulders or back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to the activities that I enjoy. I don't want surgery or a long recovery. I am at the end of my rope, taking medication every day just to get through the day. Did you answer yes to any of these questions? Today could be your day to turn that corner and finally get relief. QC Kinetics are easy, done in the office here in Dublin and Gahanna. The consultation is free, so don't wait. It will be the most meaningful thing you do for yourself and the people who care about you. Call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Columbus drivers, Ford is making it easy to drive home happy with special financing that works for all credit situations. At Capital Ford of Columbus, save up to $10,000 off MSRP on remaining 2025 Ford Escapes in stock. No matter your credit, Capital Ford of Columbus has programs to get you approved fast and into any new or used Ford in stock. Don't miss out. These incredible offers end April 30th. Head to Capital Ford of Columbus at 1090 South Hamilton Road today or get pre-approved at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
It always seems to happen at the worst time. You're finally in bed after a long, hard day, and then you hear it. You sit up, heart sinking. Is that coming from the ceiling? All of a sudden, it's a middle-of-the-night flashlight hunt to find the leak. But don't worry, Newman Roofing has you covered, literally. With more than 3 decades in the business, we've seen just about everything a storm can throw at a roof. Our teams know how to spot the problem, explain your options, and fix it right the first time, with craftsmanship and care you can feel good about. We're not just here for a quick patch job, and we never will be. We're here to make sure your home stays protected season after season. So when it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, choose the company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient, and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Before the lights go down, before the first chord hits, start your night the right way with Jameson Irish Whiskey at the ultimate pre-concert party. Join us at the O-On Lane for ice-cold drinks, great vibes, and the smooth taste of Jameson flowing all night long. Grab your crew, raise a glass, and get concert ready with Jameson specials, music, and the kind of energy that only happens before the show. Jameson at the O-On Lane, where the night really begins. Drink responsibly. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025. Imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's Hot Take Tuesday. I actually have a hot take for you, Tyvis, from Mario in the chat. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's hear.
The hot take is I missed the Richard Sherman plug the first time.
Oh, yeah.
When it came to it on the spring game. But he said, nice job, Tyvis Powell, on the spring game, which, yeah, that's a hot take. I don't know if we agree with that. Now, he further said, here's my hot take Tuesday. I think Tavian St. Clair is closer than we think. If Julian Sayin looks in his rearview mirror, it says St. Clair's are closer than they appear. Brewing quarterback controversy at Ohio State?
I think we got to pump the brakes a little bit.
I don't think we.
I get the Tavian hype, and everybody's excited about him and all of those things, and he played well, but I think he still needs some polish. The thing is consistency. Can you do it consistently? I think he's shown you that he's shown you why he's here at Ohio State. If you look at just his physical makeup and you look at his ability to have the arm to throw the ball down the field. Like, all of those things is there. But I think consistency, understanding progression, and being able to do it play in and play out for 4 quarters. Like, that's to me, I don't think he's quite there yet. But I think that's the point. I think that they have really spent this entire offseason trying to make sure that he's there, because if he's going to be backup quarterback, he's one play away.
Yeah.
And there is no excuse. When he goes in there, it's like it ain't no drop off. Like, you got to be as good or even better than Julian when you go in there.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of potential. I'm excited about the future here, but I also am excited for this year with Julian Sayin being your quarterback, and that's fine.
I think what people need to remember with him was like, yeah, he was like the #1 player in Ohio and top 5 nationally and top 4 at his position or whatever it was on 24/7, but he did it at Bell Fountain, which is Division III in like the Buckeye Trail Conference or whatever the hell it is.
Wow.
And it's like,
wow.
I'm not saying he's not ready for it, but it's like, and no disrespect to the fine folks at Bell Fountain.
Just get to it, Dylan. You hate his guts. You think he sucks.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that because he played such low level of high school football, he probably needs more time to develop, despite
of course he does. Yeah.
his high ranking in the recruiting rankings.
Yeah, well, look what's happened with a guy who has very high rankings and got to play right away, and he didn't play at a small school last I checked either, but how's that dude up in Michigan doing? I'm just saying, there is something about if you get thrown into the fire a little too quickly, maybe he'll never have it, but he's still who's quarterback up at Michigan.
He better. Didn't he get like 10 million?
Yeah, and what's going on there with him? Did you see the spring game numbers?
They better ask for a refund.
Do we have his numbers up?
I'm not overreacting to no spring game.
He threw a behind-the-back pass for a touchdown in practice 2 weeks ago, okay? That's all I saw on my Twitter feed.
Bryce Underwood, I believe, was it 3 of 9 in the spring game? Now, maybe that's because he's just goofing around and no one cares. But, like, for Michigan fans who saw games where it wasn't much different than 3 of 9 and not a lot of hope going forward, like, I would be worried if I were a Michigan football fan. But you know what? I'm sure they'll tell themselves they're fine, or they'll probably more specifically tell themselves, we're actually a basketball school, so who cares?
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh, my. This is Morningwood.
All right. Dylan, Morningwood question number 1.
If I set the over-under of quarterbacks taken in the first round of Thursday's draft at 1.5, would you go over or under?
It all comes down to if someone's going to take Ty Simpson.
That's pretty much.
Because Fernando is going number 1, Mr. Mendoza. So you got that going. I tend to think someone's going to take him in the first round. I don't think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think it'll be over. I'll take the over on that.
I don't think he will go in the first round because you don't have to.
No, you don't have to, but the fear that these teams have of we could get our guy. We could get someone who can come up there. Everybody's underrated this guy.
There's only a handful of people that needs a quarterback that's thinking about taking a quarterback. You would think it would be obviously Fernando's going to the Raiders. The Jets got 2 picks in the first round, but I don't think if the Jets don't do it and the Rams, I think the Rams traded one of theirs away, right?
I'm looking at the draft.
I think the Rams traded theirs to Kansas City for the corner.
I think
so. They only got one.
Yeah, they've got that 29th pick.
I don't think that they have. There's not a team out there because if you're picking early, that's when you need the quarterback. Typically you need a quarterback if you're picking in the top 10. Well, none of those top 10 teams are going to take a quarterback. It would only be the Jets, and I don't think they're going to do it. So therefore, if that's the case, everybody else got a guy that they like or a guy that could at least get them for the next couple of years. Next year is a totally different thing. So I think that he'll be there in the second round.
I could see the Vikings at 18 doing it.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
They got Kyler Murray.
Oh, they don't need him.
They got
He's
JJ. They got JJ.
tiny.
Kyler
How much
Murray.
are they paying Kyler Murray?
Carson Wentz.
They don't have to pay Kyler Murray any money. They can go get Ty Simpson.
No.
They can have a quarterback competition.
No, because
if
the quarterback competition stinks, that's great. Because then it'll put them in the running for next year.
Why does everyone think next year? Oh,
because that's just
because it's
have you not heard? It's generational. It's like 8 generational
it's the
players.
Same BS they were saying this time last year about you don't want to draft in 2025. There's no one in this draft. You want 2026. I'm just saying.
I think he's gonna be there in the second round. I really do.
All right. Vikings, I could see potentially doing it because you know how I feel about J.J. McCarthy, and Kyler Murray is going to be too busy playing Call of Duty. And then Steelers at 21. As much as they're talking about Will Howard, and again, I would love for Will Howard to get the opportunity. They should do that. But with this Aaron Rodgers uncertainty, maybe they just say, you know what, screw it.
I always have in the back of my mind what the Ravens did when they traded back into the first round and at pick 32 got Lamar Jackson. And then you got to remember when you draft someone in the first round, you have that 5th year of control. Yeah. So if someone's super high on Ty Simpson, they might want to get him in the first round so they don't have to pay him a year sooner.
That's what it's going to be. Raiders are going to take Fernando Mendoza at 1 and then trade back into the back end of the first round and also draft Ty Simpson and then have their own. They're actually going to have like American gladiators. The two of them are going to joust. And whoever wins with the giant Q-tips, that's who gets to be quarterback. We're blending Morningwood and Hot Take Tuesday. All right, Morningwood question number 2. Let's do it.
Speaking of blending the two, Common Man had a pretty hot take on their show yesterday.
Can I give you a little take? What's your take? You hate them? Floats suck. No, I think that sucks. No, I think you suck. No, I think floats suck. It's just a soggy ice cream. Just give me the vanilla ice cream. What are you talking about? I don't need it talking about in my drink. It's stupid. You get like the core, like the middle part of the ice cream scoops that you put in there stay consistent. They stay creamy, but then the edges of that, they get chippy and crispy. Ted, you like it? And then the rest of the cream that jives with the soda. A float. And then to drink that, smash that down?
Let me tell you about a float. When I was younger, like a kid, I enjoyed the float. As an adult, no. That's not my thing.
Thank you, Ted. You suck. I'm with Ted.
I don't.
It's a kid thing.
I don't like this.
Kid food.
I don't like this. I'll take a milkshake. Just give me a milkshake.
Milkshakes suck too. Don't even get me started on those.
The milkshakes do not suck. No,
They
milkshakes are great.
No, they suck.
All right, so Mike says both floats and milkshakes suck. Would you say floats or milkshakes are overrated?
I'm with Ted.
Oh, you don't like a float?
I don't like a float, but I like a milkshake.
You know what? I'll take a float if one is offered. It's not. I usually don't order one if they're on offer. I'm not usually someone who orders a float. I do like a milkshake. I'm more there. Common Man's weird. He's always been weird about pretty much every drink that's not like Diet Coke, I feel like. So that's not a surprise to me that he doesn't like a milkshake.
He drinks sparkling water.
And Diet
He's
Coke.
fancy, though.
Yeah.
I've never had a float because it hasn't appealed to me. Like
You've never had one?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't appeal to me. So I don't think I would like it.
I had it, but like when I was younger. But like I'd rather just milkshake.
Well,
it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
just take a scoop of vanilla ice cream and throw root beer.
You don't like a lot of, but you don't like a lot of pop. You don't drink a lot of pop.
That's that dark. Did you see?
They make
wait a
cream
minute.
soda. You get a clear cream soda.
Did you see me at Saddle Up? Did you see on my
Saddle
Instagram
Up.
when I posted the video of Let's Singing Purple Rain?
I didn't see any of this.
Everybody was thinking that I was drunk. No, I wasn't drunk. I was off of 3 cans of Sprite.
Oh man!
So I was lit.
Got it under control.
3 cans of Sprite.
How did I miss that you were? What were you singing? Purple Rain?
Yeah.
With
so
Darius Rucker?
you know Darius Rucker did his whole set.
Yes.
I only knew Wagon Wheel.
What? Did you get up and sing with him?
No, I was
just there.
I was right behind the mosh pit.
There's no mosh pit at a Darius Rucker concert. 100% I can confirm.
We had other things planned, but now this is what we're doing because I am mad at you for not bringing this up yesterday when all this would have been more relevant. But next, we're going to find out what Tyvis thought of the Darius Rucker concert that apparently he went to, and I didn't know. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
An ongoing reminder for you here. We are still seeing some overnight construction happening downtown, affecting that southbound and northbound direction along 315 at 70. All lanes completely closed once again in the overnight hours starting at 11 o'clock till 5 the next morning until Thursday. Also note here, we do have ramps closed in that area because of this project. That includes that 71 northbound ramp, the 70 westbound, as well as that Green Lawn Avenue ramp to 71 northbound. These situations are starting at 9 at night. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Spring into fun at the Columbus Zoo. Warmer days are right around the corner, and there's no better place to make memories. See tigers up close, watch playful otters splash and swim, and catch the baby elephants in action. All in one amazing visit. Looking for a later start? With our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal, you can enjoy all the adventure for $19.95. Plan your visit today and make the Columbus Zoo part of your spring break plans. Learn more at columbuszoo.org.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. At Germain Toyota of Columbus, it's all about you, your drive, your style, and your budget. Stop in and see Marcello. He'll get you rolling. Germain Toyota of Columbus on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road. Or check them out online at germaintoyota.net.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Many veteran Reds fans, and I'm among them, saw their first baseball games at Crosley Field before the old ballpark was torn down in 1970. Crosley opened way back in 1912, and when it opened, it was among the largest parks in all of baseball. They played with a deader ball back then, and so in the first few years, all the home runs were of the inside the park variety. And the first ever home run hit at Crosley, which was then known as Redland Field, took place on this date, April 21st, 1912. An inside the park home run by Red shortstop Jimmy Esmond. And his reward, an electric water heater given as a prize by a local appliance dealer. And it happened April 21st, 1912, the first home run at Old Crosley Field, this date in Reds baseball.
This date in Reds baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The rain is coming soon. How can I prepare? My sump pump's getting really old and floods are not that rare.
You're right to think ahead before you're out of luck. I'll check it out with expert care for $37. Client satisfaction guaranteed. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
With the first pick of my favorite places in Columbus, I choose Hollywood Casino Columbus. The draft is coming up. 4 in the top 10. Oh, man, is this draft going to be fun. So much fun, we need to throw a party. Scotty Vegas here, and come to the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus on Thursday, April 23rd for the draft. We're going to have contests, prizes, and best bets. See you at 7 on Thursday, April 23rd. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Cavaliers took care of business against the Toronto Raptors last night, 115-105, to take a 2-0 lead in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Both teams will travel to Toronto and play Game 3 on Thursday. Staying in Cleveland, the Guardians lost 9-2 yesterday to the Houston Astros. The second game of that series will take place tonight with first pitch just after 6. And the Cincinnati Reds rookie sensation Stal Stewart stayed hot last night, hitting his 8th home run of the season as the Redlegs beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-1 for their 4th straight win. Cincy will go for 5 straight tonight in the Sunshine State with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. This update was sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik, TurboTrack Realty. Get a cash offer today. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
All right, if you missed the first hour of the show, you should go back and listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. Just go search T-Bone and Tyvis in your favorite podcast app. It'll be there for you every single day when you hit like, follow, subscribe, whatever your podcast app does. It's all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. Completely free. It's just there for you any day you want. So never miss a minute of this show. We'll always have the episodes for you on your favorite podcast app. And if you had missed the first hour, you would now not know the fact that in the last 5 minutes or so, Tyvis and I were talking, and out of nowhere, he says, oh, yeah, when I was at the Darius Rucker concert, the Saddle Up thing, is that what it was called?
Saddle Up.
Because you know, all the horses we have here at Ohio State and apparently in Columbus, it's horse-drawn carriages out in this Midwest town.
Got the horses in the bag.
Everywhere, I guess.
That's right.
Sure. So you went to the Darius Rucker concert. How was it?
It was awesome. Darius was there. This is my second time seeing Darius, so obviously I do the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. He was on there like 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And he did a concert there. And my wife is a big Darius Rucker fan. So this year for Saddle Up, my Ryan Day had asked me would I come to Saddle Up, and I was like, yeah, you know, and I kind of forgot about it a little bit, and then he reminded me again on Friday when I was interviewing him. He's like, hey, you coming tomorrow, right? And I was like, oh yeah, yes I am. So I ended up getting, you know, got the invite and went with the wife.
So Dylan, just to recap, not only did he not tell us that he went to this, it was that he got a personal invite from Ryan Day.
He wants all like the former players to come back around.
No.
So,
but
like,
what I'm saying is,
all the
at
players.
no point last week when I was like, "What's going on this week?" I know you got to call the spring game. It's like, oh, just
my mind was on the spring game.
But you didn't say like, Ryan Day invited me to hang out with Hootie.
T-Bo, did I tell you I live my life 15 minutes at a time? 15 minutes.
What's
the only thing that matters to me right now is this segment, a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, that's right. You're like Dom from Fast and the Furious.
Live my life a quarter mile at a time.
He was thinking about the spring game, T-Bone, because that's going to be
defend him.
No, this is going to be his new profession because that gave him his joy because we took it.
I forgot.
He got his passion.
That's not what I said.
He hasn't had passion for the game in the past year of doing this show.
Y'all took what I said
and
y'all
twisted
twisted
game, and all of a sudden his love is back. He's got joy again.
That's not what I said.
He's got pep in his step now.
Never said these words. Y'all just twisted up my words. You couldn't even find the clip.
Oh, I did find it, and it's a promo now.
Oh, good.
So.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to be hearing it a lot.
It took me like an hour, but I found it. It was worth it.
Anyways. So, yeah, no, I went to Saddle Up and seen Darius Rucker. Now, everybody there knew all the songs he was singing. I knew 3.
Yeah?
3.
Which ones did you know?
I knew Wagon Wheel.
Which is technically not his song, but it is the one he's made
correct
his song.
I
Yeah.
His version's probably the most popular of the many versions.
And
It's a great
it was
song.
another song.
And his is really, I do like his country music stuff.
You might not know the answer to this question. Do you know if he did Darius Rucker songs and Hootie and the Blowfish songs? I'm assuming he did.
I believe so.
So
yes.
You probably knew 2 other Hootie songs, probably.
Yeah. Did he do Let Her Cry?
Let Her Cry or I Only Want to Be With You? No, Tyvis, the blankest stare on his face.
Well,
This is radio. We
the
can't
problem
do that.
is I don't know what Hootie and the Blowfish.
No. Here's what we're not.
I don't know. I might know it, but I don't know it. I can't. You can't tell me the name, and I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I know that song.
I don't want to do the afternoon show's bit because anytime the words come up, "Let Her Cry," Mike and Timmy just go, "Let her cry," and they just start singing it for like an hour. So I don't want to do that, but the song literally is called Let Her Cry, and the chorus is Let Her Cry, Let Her Go, Let Her whatever else I forget. But it's basically like, yeah, she's gone. You got to get over her, that kind of song. The other one, I Only Want to Be With You, in the chorus, he says, I only want to be with you. Like, that's that chorus.
That was pretty accurate.
I'm just saying, we're describing, it's not like a song where the name of the song is some other thing than the chorus.
Let me be transparent here. While he was doing his concert,
I was not paying attention.
I was also mingling and talking because it was a lot of the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer people there, and my wife and I haven't been on a cruise in like 2 years.
Okay.
So it's been a bunch of people that I haven't seen, and I was like seeing those people, and we was having conversation.
Always
Obviously,
a good time to strike up conversation is when the main act of the concert you're at is on stage. Like, hey, how's it going, bro? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, I mean,
let's chat it up.
It wasn't like it was J. Cole or something.
No, that's what I would do is go like, hey, Tyvis pal, I haven't seen you in a few days. Oh, you like this guy? Yeah, I'm going to talk right through his set. That's what all those people were there for, was to hear him, not you.
Did you support our coworker Evan, who happens to be the lead singer of North Nashville? Who opened up for Darius?
Evan went before I got there.
Oh, so no, the answer to my question is no, you hate your coworkers.
I wasn't there.
Man, he hates us. He hates Evan.
And it's crazy because I talked to Evan. He was like, well, my job's done. By the time I got there, he was already off the stage. So there you go.
So you also are someone who shows up to concerts, like, not for the openers. Just don't even acknowledge the openers. Just ignore them completely.
I'm somebody who don't go to concerts.
Well, but apparently you've seen Darius Rucker twice.
He was on a cruise the last time.
It's still a concert. You didn't have to go. You could have stayed in your little room. You could have done that.
was
gone
like,
to the pool or
it was
got
like
a
the
drink.
main event of the whole thing.
Okay, so you did that.
And the reason I went is because of Laurencia.
And
still you went, is my point, where you say you don't go to concerts, and yet you've gone and seen him now twice.
Lauren wanted to see Darius.
And then you went and saw you. So you never actually seen him in a place where most people would see him in concert, because you saw him on a cruise and on a football field.
Correct.
Not in like an arena or
right.
It was a mosh. It was a mosh pit.
There's no mosh pit.
It was a mosh pit.
No mosh pit. No one's moshing.
See, Tyvis.
Damn it.
See the logo on my hat? This band is called Mugshot. They have a mosh pit.
It was a mosh pit.
You will come with me to a Mugshot show.
It was a crowd. The crowd of people crowding the stage.
Standing.
I couldn't get through there.
God, this is insane.
And then I was in there. I was actually singing with Anthony Schlegel.
I bet he knew a lot of those songs.
He knew all the words.
Oh, yeah.
And he came over to me and was just singing, and I'm just with passion.
The thing people may not know about Anthony Schlegel that I learned about him when working with Schlegs is that not only would he know the words to that, but he would know the words to like hardcore 90s gangster rap. Because when he used to live, he grew up like listening, going to a gym where that's like all they played. And so he also has a very good knowledge of all that stuff too. So yeah, well, I'm glad you had a good time.
I was with Schlegs. I was with Courtney Carpenter, Bobby's wife.
Yeah,
we was all just having a good day. Was just singing their hearts away. They looking at me like, you don't know this, and I'm like, no.
Where was your wife enjoying it? Was Lauren singing?
Of course she was.
Okay, so she knows all the words.
When Wagon Wheel came up, they had people with the wagon wheels waving them in the air. We was laughing at it.
See, when you say saddle up, this is my upbringing. There was a guy named Stephen Curtis Chapman, who was like a Christian singer, and he had an album called Saddle Up Your... It was called The Great Adventure, but the lead single off it, I believe, was called Saddle Up Your Horses. And so now when I hear that phrase in relation to a concert, I just think of him singing that song.
I gotta listen to this.
If you know that song, you're welcome. I put it in your head. Now it's stuck there. If you don't know that song, don't bother looking it up. Actually, look it up. Dylan, do you know Stephen Curtis Chapman?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Confirmed. I got a text.
From what?
From James. He told me that those songs were sang by Darius.
James Laurinaitis would know.
Yep.
So there you go.
Thank
you, James. We appreciate that.
Sane human being.
Yes, just someone who's listening to some music.
I might know the song. I don't know the name of it.
Tyvis, did you go and like, hey, what's this song called? It's like, oh, the one where he's singing "Rock Me, Mama, Like a Wagon Wheel."
I know that one.
Wagon Wheel.
But I know that one. Listen,
that's the title.
I can tell you he sang "Purple Rain."
Yeah. Did he sing it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if that was just played over.
So he did Wagon Wheel, and that was his thing. It was the end of it. And then he just bust out singing Purple Rain. And I said he should have led off with this. I told the wife, oh, yeah. See, now this one?
Yeah. No,
you get the guitar, too? Oh, man. Prince came back.
Oh, man.
I felt Prince in the building when he started singing.
The reason why we're astonished that you don't know the names based off the titles, because Darius Rucker, not exactly the most sophisticated singer-songwriter there is.
Well,
a lot of his choruses are just repeating the names of the song over and over again.
And
so you should just know.
Like him.
Did I tell you I was mingling?
Yeah,
I was mingling.
Yes.
Mingling.
Getting high off Sprite and the caffeine-free beverage that it is.
Did you see the video?
I did not.
Oh, I'll show it to you. I was gone off the Sprite. This is why you can't drink them light that pop, man. You can't drink the light or the dark. They both bad.
The last question I have. I understand I didn't get an invite. That's fine. I'm a cynical SOB, and I probably wouldn't have been able to go anyway. Dylan has been to 1 million country music concerts. That's fine. You get two guys on the afternoon show who spend their whole time, half of every show, singing Darius Rucker songs. You didn't think to call them.
Do they really?
They love Darius Rucker.
They should have bought a ticket.
No, you should have invited them and said, hey, Ryan, thanks for the invite, but as a former player, can I get a couple plus one? Well,
How am I supposed to know that they like Darius?
Because you listen to their show. They sing it all the time.
Do they?
Yes.
They never sang Wagon Wheel on their show. That would be the only one that I can identify off the thing.
I'm just telling you. I feel bad that you didn't invite anyone from the afternoon show. Ted, are you kidding me? Oh, man. Ted would have loved it.
Ted looked like he don't leave the house.
He probably doesn't. But I know Ted would not leave the house for that. But he still likes Darius Rucker.
He ain't even leaving his basement.
No, that's true. What are we going to talk about here? Because we got completely sidetracked. Who cares? Oh. How much does it take to fund a competitive playoff-level football program? We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. If you're heading into work right now, I'm not tracking any major disruptions to your commute. There is one small crash in the downtown area, I-70 westbound at Mound Street. The right shoulder is blocked. That beautiful sunrise starting to come up. It might be difficult to see this morning, but other than that, our roads are looking good. I'm 10 TV's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
This is Gordon Miller for Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked a 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
There's nothing more meaningful you could do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy time with you again, especially heading into the vacation season. Here, let me help you. Dr. Tessner and his team at QC Kinetics take care of your pain in the office, and you can go right on with your day that easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you are the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help every day. I have consistent joint pain in my knees, hips, shoulders, or back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to activities that I enjoy. I don't want surgery and a long recovery. I am at the end of my rope, taking medication every day just to get through. Did you answer yes to more than one of those questions? Today could be your day to turn that corner and finally get relief. QC Kinetics are easy, done in the office here in Dublin and Gahanna. The consultation is free, so don't wait. It'll be the most meaningful thing you do for yourself and the people who care about you. Call 380-208-4544, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Hi, this is D. Miller for Synergenics and Low T Center. Have you lost your energy? Do you feel yourself losing confidence and gaining weight? Are you not feeling it in the bedroom anymore? It could be testosterone, even if you're a woman. Book your free testosterone test now at fixmylowt.com. Testosterone is one of the hormones that controls energy, confidence, and sex drive too for both men and women. And when testosterone is low or unbalanced, it drains your energy, alters your mood, affects your body, and decreases your sex drive. Want to find out if your testosterone is unbalanced? Find out now for free. Synergenics and Low T Center are offering free testosterone testing for both men and women. It takes about 20 minutes to get results, and then you're out the door with answers. All our providers are licensed experts in their fields. They'll tell you what you need to know to meet your goals and suggest treatments made for you, tailored to your body, your lifestyle, and your budget. Stop by or book today at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
This is Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. If you're driving and take a quick glance at your phone, more can happen than you might think. Because taking your eyes off the road for even just a moment is like driving the entire length of a football field blind. Don't let those few seconds distract you from what's right in front of you. Phones down, eyes up, Ohio.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Catch Ohio State baseball all season long on The Fan 2. You can find the magical land of The Fan 2 by tuning into 1460 on your AM dial or clicking on The Fan's HD2 feed. Tyler Danberg thanks you. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Frost and freeze alerts remain in place this morning, turning mostly sunny and much warmer and breezy this afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, chances of showers and thunderstorms develop overnight with lows in the 50s. And then for Wednesday, we do have a chance of showers and storms early, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds and highs in the mid to low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hot Take Tuesday. Please make sure you jumping in the YouTube chat or tweeting us at Bone and Tyvis 971 so we can read off some of these hot takes. Mario with the hot take. Hot Take Tuesday, since Tyvis drives whatever person's car falls into his lap, he changes all their presets to 97.1 before he gets out. That's why he's musically challenged. That is a fact. That is a fact. I do change everybody's stuff to 97.1.
Good for you.
Hey, I'm listening to the radio. I'm supporting my guys.
Yeah, that's good.
This reminds me of a time that our boss Fish was asking everyone what other stuff we listen to. And the reason why he was asking, because he was like, what makes that stuff appealing? And maybe you add that into your shows. And Tyvis, I think he thought through and through that it was a test of loyalty. And he was like, no, I only listen to this station. I don't listen to anything else. I listen to 97.1. And Fish is like, no, it's okay, Tyvis. You could tell. He's like, no. I only listen to 97.1 The Fan.
I got to support my guys.
No, see, I thought he was kissing ass there, and then we had a conversation about the fact that he was unaware that there were other morning shows on.
Yeah, I really didn't know. I really didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I was like, no, he's true to the game. He does not listen to anything other than us. Because it came as breaking news when I said, Tyvis, there's other, and again, I hate to remind all of you, there are other things you could listen to than us. And he's like, wait, I thought we were the only morning talk show in town. No, actually, not even on our own station are we the only morning talk show in town. So just saying, Juice is over there. You can go listen to Morning Juice on YouTube if you want.
I thought that was our biggest competition.
They're there, but there's also other stations that also have morning shows.
And he didn't know that these other morning shows were, quote, allowed to play music.
Yeah, that one blew my mind right there. That's cheating. I don't care what nobody. That's cheating.
Also, Tyvis, the guy who works with us, Dylan, used to produce not one but two of those morning shows at those stations, and that's partially why he got hired here.
He felt disgusted because he felt like he was cheating, so he came here.
He came to the purest form of talk right here, where it's sports talk radio, the only one that matters.
Don't even get me started on that music stuff. That's cheating.
That's right.
But to quote Tyvis, before I came here, when it came to me, never heard of him.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't know anything about any of that.
He had no idea who I was.
No.
I wanted to get off a hot take when we were doing the floats and milkshakes thing, but we ran out of time.
Go ahead.
Which is just ice cream discussion, I guess. I don't like seeing a grown man eat an ice cream cone in public.
Why are you watching him? That's the bigger question.
You go to like Handles or something.
Bigger question.
With my daughter getting ice, she can get children can get ice cream cones. Grown men, no.
I can't get a twist in the cone.
I get an ice cream cone
in the comfort of your own home. You can do.
I feel like that says more about
when you say out in public, like
at an ice cream place.
So what if I get it and get in my car?
That's fine. Whatever you do in the comfort of your car is fine as well. But don't be sitting outside of like Handles just licking your ice cream cone in front of all of humanity.
You let me lick my Handles whenever I want, okay? You don't tell me what to do with my Handles and where I lick them. You leave that to me, first of all. Second of all, Dylan, I think you may have a bit of an issue that you need to deal with on your own time there. Because I'll tell you this, I hope now if anyone sees you out in public at an ice cream place, I hope they immediately order a cone and then just stare you right into your soul as they lick the hell out of that ice cream cone.
I don't know.
Just for you.
That's a pause moment.
You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
There is power in the tongue.
Yes. All right. So that's all right. That's fine. Dylan doesn't like ice cream cones. Common Man doesn't like milkshakes or floats. Timmy likes. Does he like floats? I can't remember all that.
He went before that audio I shared. He gave us a whole dissertation of what sodas or pops, whatever you want to call it, go great with floats.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. I'm glad you brought that up because yes, I don't have any problem with you. How do you feel about like a hard shell cone? Like if you get, you can get them
hard
dipped.
shell cone?
Well, you get the dip, and it
A
hardens.
dip cone?
Like I like Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It's the same thing.
Because there's chewing involved. It's not as much licking. I think Dylan's problem is the licking. Doesn't want to go to Licking County, if you get what I'm saying. That's Dylan's issue, I feel like. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay, I thought that's what it was. Like a drumstick. It has a hard shell, and you just bite through it. Are you okay with
Yeah, I'm fine with drums.
Not anymore. Now I'm just going to try to put that whole thing in my mouth next time I'm eating one around you. Let's see what happens. Find out if I have a hidden talent or not.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Get to the sports, man. You out of line. You out
All
of
right.
line.
This is Alabama general manager for their football team, Courtney Morgan. Courtney Morgan, who says it is a little bit challenging to figure out exactly how much money you need to spend on a college football team. But here's what he thinks it takes to build a winner.
You never really know what other schools are spending, because everyone has creative ways in the third-party NIL, the authentic NIL portion of their spending to pay players. So you really don't know what other people are really doing. You kind of do the math in your own head by monitoring what other schools and competition are doing, wondering probably more than $40 million, but you just never really know. So what we've done is try to take things in our own hand and come up with different ways that we can help offset the cap through content creation, third-party deals. If you spend your time worrying about what your competition is doing, you're not taking care of what's going on in your own program.
Okay.
It's an interesting dilemma that's going on. Let me ask you this. What do you think is more, I guess I would kind of know the answer, but I want to know your take. What do you think about, which one would you rather have? And I know your answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Please do.
Would you rather have the better facilities or the players? Because I feel like in today's world, you can't get both. Why do I say this? Because Ohio State, the Woody needs to be updated. Love the Woody. It's great.
No. We don't.
It needs to
Chipple. We don't need to do this. Like, we all get it.
It needs to be redone.
Yeah, of course. They've been saying it needs to be redone.
They need to catch up with the times because other places have facilities is better. Like Nebraska's facilities is better than ours. That's ridiculous. Right?
That's sad.
So, but you can't. How are you going to save money for that? But we got to pay the players. So, like, where's you going to get the money for that facility?
I'd rather have the best players. And
I feel like that with the women's hockey too. Like they stuff is messed up too. And
yeah, they play in the same hockey rink that my father-in-law, who attended Ohio State in the 70s, nearly 50 years ago, this man, that's where he went to go do his co-ed skate and just a rec night, just to go skate around for a date night. That's where he went in the 70s. That's where the women's hockey team that's in the national championship game every year, that's still where they play.
Yes.
And to your point,
I'm trying to figure out how is they going to save money for facilities if they always got to spend it on the players.
I would say it probably is different depending on what team it is. Like the women's hockey team, for sure. They have to walk across the little pathway there over to St. John Arena for their locker room when they play their games. They should have a better facility. I do wonder if Jeremiah Smith or players of his ilk, when you're trying to recruit those guys, if they come here and go, oh, the facilities aren't that great. Now, hold on a second. How much are you going to pay me? $5 million? Okay. Like, whatever it is, I'm saying, would you rather as a player, I'll turn that question back. As a player, would you rather have $1.5 million less, but the facilities you're in are they are brand new, top of the line? Or if you come to Ohio State and it's like, yeah, the Woody's a little outdated. By the way, we're paying you more than other places, and we're Ohio State. And by the way, you play in the shoe. You play in this.
I feel like it's going to catch up at some point, though.
It probably will. But my point is, I think as long as the money is getting to the players, the facilities thing was what we did when you couldn't legally pay the players. We would say, oh, yeah, well, no one's getting paid, but look, you're going to be in the Taj Mahal of football places. Now it's like, would you just rather have the money and you can have your own private, oasis at home? Like, you can live in a nicer place. You can have money for a nicer car. I think if I was a player, I'd rather have that personally. But I get what you're saying, because I'm sure that's what Ross Bjork's dealing with over there. That's why everything is about driving revenue. Because how are you going to build a building and pay these guys and pay everybody in every sport?
You can round up your change to go to
That's exactly
NIL.
right. Yeah.
Or buy tickets for Saddle Up, T-Bone.
Oh, I could have done that. You're right. I could have bought.
That's true.
No, I wanted to get guest list only on that. I was looking for a way. All right. Speaking of Ohio State football, does Ohio State football have a new rival? We'll discuss in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. Stepping out the door. Roads are looking good right now. No major disruptions to your commute. A ramp closure to keep in mind. Green Lawn Ave ramp is closed to I-71 northbound. This will be through Thursday from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. If you travel in this area, you will need to take a different route. I'm 10 TV's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and springs guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. News, special guests, and everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Go ahead. Sorry, Tyvis.
Tweet. I got a tweet.
Oh, at Bone and Tyvis 971.
Yes.
That's great for a little hot take Tuesday.
From Guardian Zach. Tyvis only goes to Darius Rucker's concerts because it's the only time he can wear his cowboy boots. You can't tell me otherwise.
Tyvis has plenty of I'm sure you wear your cowboy boots all the time.
I got some boots that's cowboyish. You know, I get the ones with the 1-inch heel on it. Tears me up.
Yeah.
It tears me up.
A 1-inch heel on boots?
Man, tear me up. Boy, I be out there I see why women be like, I got to take these. That be me.
No, I didn't know Tyvis had 1-inch heels. I didn't know you were walking around in pumps.
Look, just about that big.
Okay, that's
Did
fine.
you wear them to see Darius?
No.
Oh, so you should have.
I can't find. Ever since I moved, I don't know exactly where I put them.
Yeah. I've never understood. The people who walk around in cowboy boots, I don't know how you do it because they hurt. Yeah, the few times I've worn them, I've said this seems like the most uncomfortable thing. A bottom of your shoe made out of wood? No thanks.
Yeah,
I'm not.
It's not a good time.
No. All right. So this is from Josh Pate, noted presidential interviewer Josh Pate, but also a college football podcaster.
Him and Bo competing for a future commissioner of college football.
Yes, and I gathered from Bo Bishop when we talked about him last week, he no likey Josh Pate on that front. He believes he's the real commissioner, not Josh Pate. Either way, this is Josh Pate talking about a thought that's kind of been percolating in my mind as well, but I'm curious where the rest of Buckeye fans are about who Ohio State's real rivalry is outside of Michigan, and does Oregon factor into that?
This feels like a rivalry. Ohio State-Oregon has quickly just adopted rivalry status in my mind. Dan Lanning's the new Ryan Day. It has dawned on me. Dan Lanning's the new Ryan Day. By that I mean Kirby was the guy who couldn't win the big one, then he won the big one. Then it became Ryan Day who couldn't win the big one, then he won the big one. And now they said it about James Franklin, but he got fired. And so they're not throwing that his way right now. So it's Dan Lanning who's stuck with it. Until Dan Lanning wins the big one, which is just code for national title. Until Dan Lanning wins a national title, that's going to be the talk around him. And it'll be the talk around this game. And we get to see Dante Moore versus Julian Sayin. But more importantly, we get to see Ohio State's offensive line against Oregon's defensive line. And friends, what we may be looking at there is the number one position groups, respectively, both sides of the ball in the country that afternoon.
Okay. So that's all well and good. He's talking more about that matchup of this particular season, which, looking at the schedule, I mean, that is kind of outside of the Michigan game. That is probably the next biggest game on the schedule. But I'm curious, Tyvis, how you feel about this, because Penn State is no longer on the schedule every single year, right? This year, the big games you have.
Nobody's on the schedule every single year except the Wolverines.
Right. I'm saying, like, there's no.
Because
didn't
want to. Penn State didn't want to protect it.
Right.
Because they didn't want the smoke.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the Big Ten wanted them to have a fair chance of, you know, getting to the Big Ten championship and all of those things. So
yeah. So I'm curious though, because I've kind of gotten to a point where I mean I go back in my head, and how many times has Penn State caused Ohio State true issues?
Once.
Well, I mean,
and like
the years,
in like the last 10 years, once 2016 when they blocked the field goal to win the game.
That was the last time they beat Ohio State.
Correct.
And I'm saying
it's going to probably be another 20 years before they do it again.
Right. I have a particular dislike for Penn State. I think that they're an entirely overrated program. Now, that all said, they aren't going to be playing every single year anymore. Do we still feel like Penn State is that rivalry? Because I'll be honest, like, I'm not that broken up about the fact that they're not on the schedule anymore.
I think it's one of those things. It just depends on the era you grew up in. Like, if you're recently a fan of Ohio State, then you would say O State and Oregon. But, like, if you historically been a fan of Ohio State, you know the history between Penn State and O State and how intense those games have been. So I think that's why. Like, for my era of playing at Ohio State, Penn State was viewed as a rival. Now, but I understand, like, today, why people would be like, no, I think Ohio State and Oregon, because you got two teams that's Oregon is more top of the Big Ten than Penn State is. Penn State is going through a coaching change right now. You don't know what Matt Campbell's going to be at Penn State, so he's got to build that thing up. So you would expect, even if they played for the next 5 years, you would expect Ohio State to just run through them for the next 5 years. With Oregon, they match you in NIL funds, they match you in top athletes, transfer portal, and coaches, quote unquote.
Well, that's where I disagree with Josh Pate. Like, I know his case he's making there is that Dan Lanning now has to get over the hump, but, like, if you think he and Ryan Day are on the same platform right now,
he was saying they were. He's saying basically, because they said Ryan Day couldn't win the big one. He couldn't win it all. He kept falling short. And they're saying the same thing about Dan Lanning, and I agree with that. I mean, he's got. Not only is he losing in the CFP, he getting boat raced in the CFP.
True enough.
So, and you can't say it's not, you don't have the talent. You had, like, I think you had some top 5 recruiting classes. You get a top recruiting portal. You get a blank check from Phil Knight, and yet you can't get it done.
Right.
Like,
that's where I feel like we've talked about this before with Ryan Day. Remember where they've done surveys of when the playoffs started last year, this like a few months ago, the college football playoffs, 12 teams in. Who is the coach that's the best? Who's next best? And then Ryan Day, I don't think, was in the top 4. I feel like Cignetti was ahead of him. I forget who else was. But some Buckeye fans were mad about that.
Cignetti, Kirby.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Whoever else it was, but, like.
It might have been Dan Lanning.
No, well, I doubt it.
I can't imagine he was ahead of him, but that would be stupid if it was. The point is, though, like, Ryan Day sometimes, I think, fairly or not, it's bound to happen, that he gets viewed as you were given a top-tier program by Urban Meyer, and now you've taken it and kept it there. And then, yes, you won a national championship of your own, so you've done a lot with that. But there are a lot of jealous coaches out there who I think if I was given the keys to Urban Meyer's program, I'd have done the same or better. I think people look at Dan Lanning in that same way and say, if I was given Phil Knight resources and all the benefits that Oregon has, I would have done a lot more than Dan Lanning has at this point in my career. And so, fair or not, that is the knock on Dan Lanning for me. But getting back to this bigger point of who the secondary rival is behind Michigan, maybe it doesn't matter. But, like, on the schedule this year, you don't have Penn State, but let's magically pretend they were on there. Which team would you be most excited about Ohio State playing and beating this year? Because I think there's a name we haven't even mentioned yet that Buckeye fans are starting to hate as much as they hate anyone. And I don't think it's Indiana. I think it's Curt Cignetti. Like, it is entirely tied to that coach, but I think they're
one down.
but he's now getting all the love. He's now the guy that it's viewed as. And remember,
there's a respect factor there with Kirk Cignetti.
But I think remember when Will Howard put out the cigarette when they beat Indiana?
No, I'm talking about like now.
I'm saying
to
that
have the season
like
that
the
he had,
moment
you have
he
to
came in.
respect it, but like I think a lot of people are like, we want to see it again.
Yeah,
and it's sick because he just won a national. They were good the year before when they lost to us, and then they lost in the CFP. They were still a good team. The next year they go win the whole thing, and yet we're still sitting here like, I don't think Indiana's going to be. Do you anticipate Indiana being 12-0 or 11-1 or even 10-2?
I don't, but I didn't anticipate that either of the last 2 years either. So
that's what I'm saying.
Acknowledge Kirk Cignetti has this power to do stuff I don't expect.
So for Kirk Cignetti to get all this love, praise, and Josh saying he's the best coach of all time, Josh Perry, by the way,
yeah, sure,
best coach of all time. Yeah, you ask him, and he'll say, "I don't think they're 10-2, maybe." Why? If he's this great coach, why not 12-0 again?
I'm saying I'm not. I don't think anyone predicted either of the last 2 years. And so if I would look,
he
at
hasn't done enough in these past 2 years to even make you say that he can go 11-1 or 10-0.
No, I'm
or
saying
12.
they lost a lot of talent, and I think we'll have to
So
find
did
out if
Ohio
he can do it.
State.
I'm saying, but he will have to prove he can do it again for a third time. But like I just told you, if you asked me who's going to overperform the guys they have on their roster and who's going to get more out of them than anybody else, Kurt Cignetti. If you ask me who the coach of the year was last year, it's Kurt Cignetti. Who's the guy that scares me most as far as the coaches that Ryan Day has to go up against this year? It's Kurt Cignetti. Now, I don't think that makes Indiana the new Penn State in the rivalry factor. I don't think that. But if you looked at the schedule this year, no, I'm saying if you look at this year, who's the team you want to beat most? Obviously, outside of Michigan.
Oh, I was about to say that.
No, outside of Michigan. That's the question here.
Who's the team that I want to beat the most? Well, everybody's going to say Indiana because you lost to them in the Big Ten championship. But the answer truly should be Oregon because Oregon they should be a top 5 team. What was they like yesterday on the thing for the preseason rankings when we did that?
I think it was 4th or 5th.
That's
for
why,
sure in the top 5.
And where was Indiana? 16, 17?
Yeah, I mean, they're not.
So Oregon would be 12. The answer to the question.
Yeah, as far as who the biggest threat is, Oregon reloaded has all the tools. And then they also, I know, have the propensity to get blown out in a Rose Bowl by an Ohio State
team. For some odd reason, I feel like people might look at Indiana like Ohio State is expected to beat Indiana. Like,
I don't expect. I don't expect anything with that because I'm looking
that's
at
where I'm still at. Like I think that they
now.
had a really magical year last year. I think Kirk Cignetti is really good, and he's going to overachieve a lot of seasons. I just don't think that they're going to beat Ohio State this year.
I'm saving this audio, so if Indiana loses to Ohio State, we know T-Bone said that he wasn't even expecting Ohio State.
No. Hang on. What I'm saying is I have high expectations of this Buckeye team. Dylan, you're pissing me off. All right, we have to go to break. More of this discussion because we need to be more clear on this because I think we're getting off track here. We'll get to that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. Stepping out the door. Roads are looking good right now. No major disruptions to your commute. A ramp closure to keep in mind. Green Lawn Ave ramp is closed to I-71 northbound. This will be through Thursday from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. If you travel in this area, you will need to take a different route. I'm 10 TV's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Spring into savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, drive your new Hyundai with payments as low as $94 per month for a 2-year lease. Get spring lease savings on every model from Elantra to Palisade. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit. Payment on 2060 Elantra SC. $39.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year ends $430.
As the seasons change, it's time to prep your HVAC system with a $49 seasonal tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. A seasonal tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and help prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. It all adds up to dependable service from neighbors you trust. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Grab me a new cross match bingo from the Ohio Lottery.
Sure thing. You said match bingo cross?
No, the newest $10 scratch off with prizes up to $500,000.
Yeah.
The ticket's so big, it's only sold at retail counters. The one with over $15 million in prizes? Cross Match Bingo.
One cross bingo match coming up.
However you say it, Cross Match Bingo combines cash word, bingo, and match games all into one for even more fun. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Joseph Senta and Dr. Barry Zeta at Ohio Vein and Vascular are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. They can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. 3 locations to serve you at Polaris, Reynoldsburg, and now open downtown. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
Common Man here for GoGermain.com. I have been telling you about my friends at Germain for a long time, and it's because they bring the goods. And right now, you get $3,000 over Kelley Blue Book on your trade during the Germain Trade and Upgrade Sales Event. Yes, cue the trumpets. Nearly 4,000 new and pre-owned vehicles, plus an extra $3,000 on your trade means your budget goes further. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Get started now at GoGermain.com.
With the first pick of my favorite places in Columbus, I choose Hollywood Casino Columbus. The draft is coming up. 4 in the top 10. Oh, man, is this draft going to be fun. So much fun, we need to throw a party. Scotty Vegas here, and come to the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus on Thursday, April 23rd for the draft. We're going to have contests, prizes, and best bets. See you at 7 on Thursday, April 23rd. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966.
Hi, radio listener. Are you having a stressful day? Do you want to unwind before you go home to your annoying family? Good news. You can spend time with our annoying family, Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Stopped in there this morning. Got some breakfast tacos. Delicious.
Breakfast tacos?
Yeah, they had like a tortilla with eggs, some nacho cheese in it, and some bacon.
You had that for breakfast?
Yeah. They're called breakfast tacos, Tyvis. Also called breakfast tacos in my mind. Tacos.
You know what I'm going to have for breakfast?
Nothing.
Egg white delights.
Oh, there you go.
Egg whites with spinach and peppers.
Actually, what's crazy is I'm going to get coffee with a buddy of mine after the show where we will also have breakfast. So I am doing a double breakfast today.
I love that.
Are you insane?
No, it's just I got up early today. I couldn't get back to sleep. I got up early. I ended up getting here before Dylan. Dylan was so freaked out by me being here before him that he parked like triple parked.
Yeah,
he drove
like
in.
a complete jackass.
What is
right
wrong
now.
with you?
He hit a Canadian goose and then he like pulled into the parking lot.
Why did you double park like that?
Because I got here so early that I practically sleep drive here, and I just auto park in the same spot, and T-Bone was there. So I had to avoid hitting him, even though his car was like the only car in the parking lot.
Yes.
Because I was just completely unaware.
Well, then he parked.
I drive on autopilot.
I had just pulled in maybe a minute before Dylan got here. And so I pull in. I'm looking at my phone for something, and I see him pull in. I kind of wave at him. He gets out of the car immediately, goes in. And then I get out of my car, and I look at him like, well, this guy left enough for like 2 motorcycles to park here, but not a car.
Yes.
What was the deal? And I thought, did I park weird? And I'm like, nope, I'm perfectly centered in the lines. Dylan just parked like an insane person. So then Fish came in and was like, who the hell was drunk this morning and pulled their car in here? And I'm like, apparently Dylan. So yeah, I don't know. This was, all sorts of messed up. Why are we talking about that? I don't know. We got to get back on business, Dylan, because we were talking last segment about who the rival is beyond Michigan. Penn State usually would fill that spot
Indiana
for Ohio State
got you
football.
spooked.
No, they don't have me spooked. Well, Dylan asked me, are you expecting to beat Indiana?
That's not what I asked. You said, I'm not expecting anything. When Tyvis said, do you expect Ohio State to beat Indiana?
What I'm saying is, I don't look at Indiana the way I used to, which is, I'm not nervous.
You spooked.
I'm not nervous about Indiana. You should be.
I'm not.
Kurt Cignetti gets a lot out of that team, and we saw what he did last year when he got
he lost his core guys, though.
I'm less nervous about Oregon than I am playing Indiana. I'll tell you
wild.
that. Because of who the head coach is. That's a hot take. That's fine.
I about walked out on you on that one. That's wild.
Because
boy,
Dan Lanning can build a fantasy football team like no one else. He gets all the money, all the cash, and then those guys who are all talented get out there and they crap themselves because Dan Lanning is not a great coach, in my opinion. Kurt Cignetti is a fantastic coach, and I would be more worried about a Kurt Cignetti coach team than a Dan Lanning coach team. So I'm just saying this year, I'm a little more nervous. Even though Indiana lost some talented players, they probably replaced them with great guys.
I respect what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying. At the end of the day, you also need the Johns and the Joes.
I know you do. But Kurt Cignetti has been the one guy who's proven that's not necessarily true because everyone looked at that team and said, well, yeah, but not exactly. Like, you just had it with Ty Simpson. Wasn't he out there? Did you hear that whole thing with him taking on the Indiana coaching staff and all that? Bama fans, that whole argument, they've all been arguing about stuff left and right about how, it's actually Indiana doesn't do anything special. They're not that good. They whooped Alabama's ass.
What's getting me is that you allowing Kirk Cignetti and this one, you act like this is the norm.
Well, I'm not. I'm not trying to.
You act like that a coach getting the most out of a roster that's full of 4 and 3 stars winning the national championship. You act like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
That's an outlier.
I don't think that it's an outlier with Kurt Cignetti. I'm telling you, this guy, everywhere he's gone,
fair.
And we've all said, he's just kind of, now maybe this will be the year where he comes crashing back to earth. I hope so. I hope Ohio State beats Indiana by 50. But my question that I want to get to is, who is it on the schedule outside of Michigan that you most want to beat? Who's the team that you sit there and say, because there's no Penn State on the schedule this year.
Up north.
No, outside of that.
Texas.
Okay, so that's the other place I was going to go. Is the secondary rival for Ohio State outside of Michigan, is it even in the Big Ten? Or is it whatever SEC team is kind of hot? Is it whatever, Miami? I'm just curious where Buckeye fans are on
today.
Who you
as today before the season kicks off, because it could change as the season goes.
Sure,
Indiana could go off and be. We could see them and we could be 7-0, and they could beat everybody by 30. And then the answer would be, I most want to beat Indiana.
Of course.
But today, as the season stands, before it kicks off, Texas would be the answer. Outside of the team up north, I think Texas is the answer.
I think the original point that Josh Pate was making with the audio we played earlier is perennially for the next 5 years, who are we going to see in Ohio State's way and who's Oregon going to see in their way in order to get to their goals of Big Ten championship, make the playoffs, win a national championship. And I think he's saying that more often than not in the near future, they're going to be bumping into each other a lot.
Yeah. I don't disagree that Oregon's going to be right there. I just feel like they're going to have that game on the schedule. Both teams are going to be undefeated, and Ohio State's going to go play Oregon. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to win that game by 2+ touchdowns. Now, Oregon, to be fair, 2 out of the last 3 times Ohio State played Oregon, how'd that go? Ohio State lost those games. But I just,
2 out of the 3.
Yeah, when CJ was the quarterback, I don't remember what year it was.
Back there.
I'm saying they played 3. They've played 3 times recently, but we know how the most recent one went.
Yeah.
I'll be fair that Oregon has given Ohio State more problems, right, than probably certainly than Penn State.
But that's why it's the answer, because it's recruiting wise, recruit for recruit, they're the same.
All right,
money for money, they might got a slight edge.
Yeah,
but coach for coach.
I'm going with Ryan Day.
You
over
would
Dan
take Ryan
Lanning.
Day, but a lot of people is high on Dan Lanning.
You don't think they're in the same caliber, at least in the same level, the same room, the same discussion? You're saying no, Ryan Day is significantly better than Dan Lanning?
The reason that I have a ton of respect for Indiana and Oregon is because those two coaches are not afraid of Ohio State at all. And I think that takes that's half the battle. That's like 70% of the battle is going in there and I'm not afraid of Ohio State. I can beat Ohio State. We're better than Ohio. Having your people actually believe that and actually that be a fact, like that, there's not a lot of programs that can say that. That's why Kirk Cignetti was successful. That's why Dan Lanning was successful, because they were not afraid to go against Ohio State.
But here's why I don't understand all the, like, you're saying you're more worried about Dan Lanning than Indiana. What was the number one thing people said about last year why Kurt Cignetti winning that national championship wasn't that big of a deal? The people who tried to downplay it.
Who tried to downplay it?
The people who said, oh, well, now he's got Mark Cuban money, so he's just buying players. So if we're going to go that route, and that's the argument that last year, oh, well, he just bought that team, then why are we suddenly
he didn't buy that team.
Well, that's the argument now.
They didn't have a 5-star on the team.
Right. But he went out and got a whole bunch of transfer portal guys who are talented, found the right guys. Money was no issue. Money will be no issue for him going forward.
He also had the Heisman winner on his team.
But he knows. And how did he get him? Was it because he was
portal?
Was he born in the state of Indiana?
Are you high? What's the guy they got from
Josh Hoover, TCU quarterback?
Is he that good?
Was anybody high on Fernando Mendoza?
Fernando Mendoza
he was the number one quarterback in the portal.
He was mocked as a first-round pick last year.
And what did everyone say going into last year? It's like, oh yeah, well he lost all his JMU guys. We'll see what he does this year when he has to figure it out.
He
with
didn't
transfer
lose all
portal.
his JMU
He
guys.
did lose some of those guys.
He lost some of them, but he still has a lot of the core pieces was still there.
If you don't think he's going to get something out of Josh Hoover and all the guys, he got the dude from Michigan State, though. Nick Marsh, isn't that his name? Wide receiver. Like he's gone out and got some of the. He went out and got some of the best talent in the portal again. And I'm saying, pound for pound, all that stuff you were saying, I would be more concerned about that Indiana team year in, year out going forward, as long as Kurt Cignetti's in charge, than I would be any team coached by Dan Lanning. So maybe that's the poll question today, because we don't have one.
I already threw it up, actually.
What's the poll question? Tell me brought to you by JT's Pizza Pub. What's the poll question? Tell me what it is. At 971 The Fan on Twitter.
It's now that Penn State is officially off the schedule on a regular basis, who is the biggest rival for Ohio State outside of the team up north? Oregon, Indiana, Penn State, other.
Okay, there you go. You can vote on that now.
Who's winning?
Right now, Oregon is.
Okay.
All right. Well, and you know what? That probably will be the answer. I'm telling you who worries me more is I'm going with the team that's coached by Kurt Cignetti.
That's because you worry some.
Yes, Tyvis, I am.
I don't fret.
Yeah. You don't fret until someone puts dark liquid in front of you, and then somebody's like, "Oh, I can't mess with that. I can't drink Coca-Cola."
Sprite is clear.
Okay, sure. Team picking in the top 5 is rumored to dig Ty Simpson. We'll tell you which one it is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. I'm tracking a small crash in the downtown area. I-70 westbound at Mound Street. The right shoulder is blocked, so keep in mind if you are traveling in this area, you could come across some slowdowns. Other than that, no major disruptions to your commute so far. I'm 10 TV's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
This spring, celebrate the sparkle that she brings to your life with something that sparkles right back. Whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, or just because, Diamond Cellar has the perfect gift for the women who mean the world to you. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And are you tired of windows so drafty that your curtains blow in the wind even after you shut your windows?
Sounds like a problem, Wilson.
It's why at the other window place, we now offer curtain tie-downs.
Wouldn't just great non-drafty windows be the answer?
And tank the entire curtain tie-down market?
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Spring into fun at the Columbus Zoo. Warmer days are right around the corner, and there's no better place to make memories. See tigers up close, watch playful otters splash and swim, and catch the baby elephants in action. All in one amazing visit. Looking for a later start? With our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal, you can enjoy all the adventure for $19.95. Plan your visit today and make the Columbus Zoo part of your spring break plans. Learn more at columbuszoo.org.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit ramosroofingohio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right. Sign your kids up for the Columbus Aviators Kids Club and score 2 free tickets to a game. Join now at uflaviators.com to join today.
Truck drivers, maximize your miles and earn top pay as a team driver at Schneider. Schneider just raised its pay for team drivers and has the freight to keep you moving. More business with small package parcel shippers creates new opportunities with DC to DC drop and hook freight. The advantages don't stop there. Schneider's teams also enjoy the newest trucks with factory installed power inverters and outlets, refrigerators, and memory foam mattresses. Join now and sign-on bonuses of up to $16,000 per team may be available. Find your team driving job at SchneiderJobs.com.
When you take pride in your property, clean, professional-grade cut says it all. This spring, don't just mow the lawn. Cultivate a yard you're proud to own. Get the Bobcat ZT 2000 with payments as low as $99 a month. Or go pro with the Bobcat ZT 6000 for as little as $218 a month. Bobcat Enterprises has the mower you need. Visit bobcatent.com to find your local dealer, because you deserve a Bobcat.
It's time to choose happiness again. With the weather being warmer, my kids want to go outside and play, but my knee pain used to ruin these moments with my kids. Until I got with Dr. Tesner and his medical team at QC Kinetics. They relieved my knee pain right there in the office that day. So if you say yes to any of these questions I'm about to ask, then you're the kind of patient that QC Kinetics regenerative treatment help every day. I have consistent joint pain in my knees, hips, and shoulders or back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to the activities that I enjoy. I don't want surgery or a long recovery. I am at the end of my rope, taking medication every day just to get through the day. Did you answer yes to any of these questions? Today could be your day to turn that corner and finally get relief. QC Kinetics are easy, done in the office here in Dublin and Gahanna. The consultation is free, so don't wait. It will be the most meaningful thing you do for yourself and the people who care about you. Call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Cavaliers took care of business against the Toronto Raptors last night, 115-105, to take a 2-0 lead in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Both teams will travel to Toronto and play Game 3 on Thursday. Staying in Cleveland, the Guardians lost 9-2 yesterday to the Houston Astros. The second game of that series will take place tonight with first pitch just after 6. And Cincinnati Reds rookie sensation Sal Stewart stayed hot last night, hitting his 8th home run of the season as the Redlegs beat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-1 for their 4th straight win. Cincy will go for 5 straight tonight in the Sunshine State with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals with Reclaim by Awaken 180, a 10-week medication-free plan. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Okay, I have to bring your attention to something. Last night, Cavs got the win, beat the Raptors. They're up 2-0 in the series. Probably going to win it in 4. Maybe a gentleman's sweep in 5. But that's, I mean, it all seems to be already that this Cavs team has got it rolling against the Raptors as they should. You brought up, what is the matchup point that you brought up before this series, Tyvis, about 3-point shooting?
Oh, the Raptors are the 4th worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA. The Cavs are low. I can't remember exactly what they are, but they are not good at defending the 3-point line. So this was the perfect matchup for the Cavaliers.
Yeah. And when you get your best 3 guys all going for more than 20,
Evan Mobley had 25, James Harden had 28, and Donovan had 30.
Yeah, that's going to get the job done most nights in the playoffs, so that was very good. But I want to draw your attention to something else that happened in between quarters. You know, they do the in-arena entertainment?
Yes.
You know, Mike Todd, our guy, does that with the Blue Jackets, does a great job. They do this up in Cleveland as well. Have you seen the Don't Blink cam that they do?
I did when you showed it to
Okay,
me.
if you haven't seen this, it's posted now at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter. You should go watch this video because it is a video where they have a contest on the court during Cavs games where they bring out 3 fans from the stands. They take a leaf blower and they blow it directly in their face to see who can last the longest without blinking as a high-powered leaf blower is blown inches from their face. And when I tell you that the second guy in this competition has perhaps some of the best facial expressions I've ever seen in my life, just give yourselves 30 seconds of laughing because this show is not going to do that for you. So don't worry about that. But go check that out at Bone and Tyvis 971 when you have a second. It is quite the video. And I don't know what sick mind came up with this up in Cleveland, but God bless you, whoever came up with this promotion. It's great. I'm waiting for someone to get like some kind of class action lawsuit though about eyelid fatigue or something because it's literally blowing their eyelids all different ways. I've never seen anything like this in my life. But
you couldn't handle this challenge?
I'd give it a shot.
Would you last longer than the 3 seconds of the last one?
Probably. As I've said many a time in my life, don't expect more than a few seconds. That's all I would say. Probably.
Like getting a shot at the doctor. It's only going to hurt for a second.
We got more of your hot takes coming up in a second. But I saw this on a Hot Take Tuesday from Todd McShay. Of course, noted draft analyst Todd McShay talking about who might step up and surprise us in the top 10 picks. And he's got a thought on Ty Simpson. There's a team that apparently loves Ty Simpson, Alabama quarterback, in not only the top 10, in the top 5.
I'm told the Cardinals absolutely dig Ty Simpson. And they want him, and everyone's kind of playing coy and cool. And like,
yeah, he's all right.
Go listen to LaFleur, Mike LaFleur, new head coach. And some of the
breadcrumbs.
Tea leaves, bread, whatever. Like, do you overshoot it and go up too high because you're getting bad information?
I wonder how high would they have to go to get back in? And I would say this: if they even have any kind of fear, then but again, if you're a true believer, then you go. Like you just make that move.
And I don't want to make this like I've watched too many networks. Like it's all Ty Simpson. Like this isn't. I'm just saying, watch for the Cardinals. They have an interesting, just like the Giants had an interesting situation on their hands of how far do we move up? Who really wants him, Jackson Dart? Who really wants Ty Simpson?
You think they're going to do it?
No.
Why not?
Because the draft is all about how can I get somebody for the cheapest? What's the longest I can wait to get somebody if I really want them? And I keep telling you, the Cardinals, it's funny because all of a sudden the Cardinals is high on Ty Simpson. Okay, all right, let's play this game. The Cardinals is high on Ty Simpson, right? But everybody says that the problem with Ty Simpson is that he's only had 15 starts. And anybody that's had 15 or fewer starts has struggled in the league, right? Which is why everybody is hesitant to take him, correct?
Yeah, right.
So why would the Cardinals take him knowing that they don't have another quarterback on there? They just traded Kyler Murray. So if you take him at 3, he's going to be your starting quarterback. So you're setting him up to fail right out the gate. That's stupid. Why would you do that? No, you can wait till the second round because I just don't think anybody else is going to take a quarterback in the first. That's going to take Ty Simpson in the first round because everybody has the same thought about him needing to sit for a while. Why would you do that if you don't have a bona fide starter that can get you? Like, Fernando Mendoza going to number 1, now that they got Kirk Cousins, makes a ton of sense. You don't have to rush him to play right away. If you send him to the Jets, the Cardinals, anywhere, any of them places, he's playing week 1, and it's going to be a disaster.
Well, Tyvis, I understand all of what you said, and all of what you said is perfectly logical, but I want to point you to the fact that Todd McShay said they dig him. So I think that pretty much overrides everything you just said. They dig him.
Tyvis, I don't think that they're going to take him at 3. Is that what pick they have?
3.
Yeah,
they're 3. They said yesterday it was Jeremiah Love's going to at 3.
I don't think they're taking him at 3, but they have the 34th pick overall too. I think you might see them get a little scared and trade up from that spot into late in the first round.
The only reason you would be doing that for contract reasons. That's the only reason, because if you're sitting at 34. 31's not. Patriots is not taking him. The Seahawks are not taking him, and the Raiders aren't taking him. So he will be there when you come back for 34.
Well, regardless if they draft him at the end of the first or early in the second, I think Ty Simpson is the starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals this season.
Wow, look at that.
Jacoby Brissett, he thinks he's Aaron Rodgers. He's trying to hold the Arizona Cardinals hostage. He's asking them for a new contract and to get guaranteed starter money. Why would you do that for Jacoby Brissett?
I don't think I would. But
so then it's like at this point, they're running out of options. And if they like Ty Simpson this much as Todd McShay says, he might be the starter even as a second-round pick.
Yeah. Well, and like he just said, they knew everything that Indiana was doing defensively. That's why Alabama was only able to manage, 3 points against Indiana's defense? So when a guy says stuff like that, you really got to consider taking him. I think that's good. All right. I saw this on a Hot Take Tuesday from Evan in the YouTube chat, who said this: Hot Take Tuesday, Diana Russini shouldn't be taking all this heat. She was just meeting the source where they were. Oh, God. Besides, Riley Reid would get more intel in a week than Shefty could in a year.
Riley Reid.
That's actually a very interesting theory, is that if you just had someone who said, I'm only in it for the love of the game, shall we say, would they get more intel than like an actual reporter? Solid question there. I don't know the answer.
You know what?
I don't think I want to find out the answer either, but
I was of the opinion that Diana Russini, she was getting she wasn't getting the benefit of the doubt because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? If Adam Schefter was holding hands like that with Mike Vrabel and Sedona, that would be big news as well. I'm done with it being a male-female thing.
Well, you know what? It's two that's just it, Dylan. It's two separate things, right? Because I think people are conflating the idea that Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini, whatever allegedly happened between the two of them, let them live. That's their personal lives. We don't have any reason to be involved in that. I'm totally agreed with you. If, let's say, for example, Diana Russini is a high-powered executive at an NFL team, and Mike Vrabel is just some random guy or whatever. But the difference is Mike Vrabel's a head coach of an NFL team. She's a reporter who covers, among other things, his NFL team. So that regardless of whether or not there were hotel keys exchanged and there was one room or two, none of that matters. The fact is they're both vacationing together privately at a resort. And that is a little bit more
together. She was on a girls' trip, and it just so happened to just be at the same place.
That girls' trip cost her job, by the way. Yeah, what I'm saying is
she got plenty of time to take them trips now.
To your point, Dylan, if you found out that, okay, let's put it another way. If Adam Schefter, or I don't mean to just keep using his name, take any NFL, take Todd McShay we just talked about. Todd McShay covers the NFL. If he showed up at some coach's wedding and was the best man in someone's wedding, and then the next week was posting stuff about how this guy's a great coach and anyone should be happy to have him, he's coach of the year in my opinion, wouldn't that call into question his judgment? Wouldn't that call into question whether he's telling you that honestly, or if he's just biased because that's his buddy that he's very good friends with? That's the issue with Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel professionally, not the personal life stuff. Whatever that is between them. Professionally, though, you can't take her seriously, and it's not because she's a woman. It's because you're too conflicted there by taking a private vacation with a head coach. That's the problem.
You know what's so funny, and I keep thinking about it, is that Mike Vrabel is not speaking to the press right now.
That's all. I mean, is there anything going on this week in the NFL that might cause a head coach to talk? Oh, wait, the NFL draft is in 2 days. Might be a time to give a press conference, but he's not. You're right.
I don't care if he don't talk into the Super Bowl. The first question is going to be.
Of course it is.
They gonna hold this question.
Of course it is.
So he might as well get it out the way.
Yes. It's beyond bizarre.
No, while we sit here, we not gonna let him talk. No, you might as well, because I don't care if it's now or the Super Bowl. They gonna ask you.
They are gonna ask that question exactly right. All right, we have a controversy involving how big someone's feet actually are. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. Tracking a crash right now west of Columbus near Hilliard Rome Road. The right shoulder is blocked on I-70 East on State Route 142. There are 2 cars on that right shoulder causing some slowdown, so be mindful if you're traveling in this area. It may take you some extra time. I'm 10 TV's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hi, this is D. Miller. Have you lost your energy, not feeling it in the bedroom anymore? It could be your testosterone. Yes, even if you're a woman. Testosterone controls energy, confidence, and sex drive too, for both men and women. Want to find out if your testosterone is unbalanced? Find out now for free. Synergenics and Low T Center are offering free testosterone testing for both men and women. Stop by or book today at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Columbus drivers, Ford is making it easy to drive home happy with special financing that works for all credit situations. At Capital Ford of Columbus, save up to $10,000 off MSRP on remaining 2025 Ford Escapes in stock. No matter your credit, Capital Ford of Columbus has programs to get you approved fast and into any new or used Ford in stock. Don't miss out. These incredible offers end April 30th. Head to Capital Ford of Columbus at 1090 South Hamilton Road today or get pre-approved at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Rosati Windows, the best buying experience in the business.
I realize that people have options when choosing replacement windows, so I appreciate each and every customer. Before you make a decision, you owe it to yourself to see what makes us different. Our prices are competitive, we react quickly to service issues, and we control every decision that goes into building and installing our top quality products. We're just able to take better care of our customers.
Call Rosati Windows today, 777-4806.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
Nobody ever cast a vote for Amy Acton, but she stopped yours. At the last minute, the day before the 2020 primary, Acton called off and canceled the election, defying a judge's orders and abusing her power to silence voters. Now, Acton wants more power as our governor. We already gave her a chance, and we've seen what she'll do. Suspend elections and silence us. Ohio can't afford liberal Amy Acton leading our state. We deserve a governor who will stand up for voters, not shut them down. As our governor, Vivek Ramaswamy will fight for us to protect our voice at the polls and defend election integrity by supporting safe and secure elections with voter ID. Because here in Ohio, voters have the power, not unelected bureaucrats. Protecting your voice to secure our future. Lower costs, bigger paychecks. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
Join the Fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Frost and freeze alerts remain in place this morning, turning mostly sunny and much warmer and breezy this afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, chances of showers and thunderstorms develop overnight with lows in the 50s. And then for Wednesday, we do have a chance of showers and storms early, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds and highs in the mid to low 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
The more you buy, the more you save. What a great sale that is. You can get that from Window Nation. That's good because when you buy windows for your house, typically you don't just buy one or two. You want to get the whole house done. You want to get all your windows fixed, get them all upgraded at the same time. That'll help with your energy efficiency of your home because now with proper installation of your windows that you can get from Window Nation, you will have better energy efficiency. As we get into these warmer months, you're running your air conditioning. You don't want to waste that money and have it escape through your windows. Get better windows through Window Nation with their More You Buy, More You Save sale going on now. You could save up to 50% off all the windows for your house. That's right, 50% off all the windows for your house and 0% interest financing for 5 years. Could be yours through Window Nation. They got an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau for a reason. Plus, every window that leaves their factory gets a 50-point inspection on the way out the door. They'll get it to your house, get them installed in a day when you go check out Window Nation right now. Get your fast free consultation, windownation.com. And again, the more you buy, the more you save, 50% off. windownation.com to get that deal.
I'm looking at the Raiders, and they opened up their voluntary mini camp yesterday. Do you know that they took the shields off the players' helmets, and they're making them earn their shields?
Like the Raiders logo shield?
Yes.
I don't know if you meant the NFL shield, on the back of the helmet.
The Raiders shield. You got to earn the shield.
So you got to earn your logo.
Like the pirate head, raider head thing, or just the complete logo taken
like
off?
if they just took the background off, but the pirate head is. So the whole logo is
The
gone.
whole logo is gone. It's just a gray helmet with a black stripe.
Hey.
Oh, look, Ohio State. Look at that. Go Bucks.
Just imitation's the greatest form of flattery.
You know
right?
why I hate this for the NFL?
Why do you hate this for the NFL?
Because you're going to earn your shield and then get cut. It's a 90-man roster right now. So, you'll earn your shield and then 37 of you guys will get cut. So,
will you earn your shield? If you're what I'm saying is if it's a 90-man roster and you're sitting there with no shield on cut down day, they're probably going to be like, well, I guess I don't even need to go visit. I'll just get my playbook ready now. Where's the tablet turn in?
So they only going to get 53 of them out.
I mean, why would you give a guy a shield and then be like, yeah, hey, congrats. Let me slap this on your helmet. Now go meet with the coach. He's got some news for you. You're out of here. No, of course not.
What if you balled out for the first week, get the shield, and then you do nothing, and then it's like, oh well, you can't. You'll take it back. I guess
that could happen. You're right, but then that's on you. That's not. I'm saying that's not on the team. If you go out there and play well for 1 week and then you just suck and come back to reality, that's on that guy. I don't feel bad about that. I do think it's a little bush league to be. You're in the NFL, but not really. Let's do the shield thing. Even some of that stuff with Ohio State. Now that there's NIL, I get why they do it because you want to earn the right to be a Buckeye. But when you get to the NFL, it's like we all earned the right to be here. You hired me. It's a contract. I don't know, man. I feel like it's a little different in the NFL. I don't know why I feel that way, but college feels like that's appropriate. NFL, it feels kind of silly and stupid from the NFL standpoint. So, but yeah, especially if you're going to cut someone after you give them the logo, that's dumb.
Or you're going to trade them.
Well, there's that too. You earned the shield. Now get out of here.
Yeah.
We have someone. The guy you trade for. Do you come in and then go? Hey, I know we just traded 3 first-round picks for you, but sorry,
you got to earn
your shield. Okay, I don't know if that works. I'm saying it's not. That's not quite the same thing as it is in college. I feel like when you're an incoming freshman or even a transfer portal guy, you still have to do that. But yeah, maybe that's a wrong delineation on my part. But I do think it's better in college than it is in the NFL. So there is apparently a shoe controversy still ongoing with Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, the story that came out a few days ago, right, was that JSN had hamstring issues here at Ohio State. And the reason, apparently, for that, according to the Seahawks, where he now plays, is that the shoes that he was wearing at Ohio State were like a size 12. Apparently, they said they were too big for him. When he got to the NFL, Seahawks, you've said this, they scan your entire body, right? Mm-hmm. And they've done this for a long time because they did it even back when you were playing, but they still do this now.
We didn't do a body scan. We did a foot scan.
Okay. Well, they scan at least parts of their body. Maybe they do a whole body scan now. I don't know. But they scan your foot, and they said, what size shoe are you wearing? 12? No chance. You should be in a 10.5.
Mm-hmm. It tells you the shoe size, and it tells you the best cleats for you.
Okay. Well, according to our guy, Anthony Schlegel, who, of course, would know a thing or two about what happens over at Ohio State, I saw multiple people posting about this, right? And like Ari Wasserman was one of the guys who covers college football. And he said, Ohio State has every single resource a football program could possibly have, but they don't have one of these. And he tweeted out a picture of that, like, measuring device you get when you go to, like, Payless or any shoe store has, where you put your foot on it, slide the little things next to it. Schlegel responded to that and said, straight up BS story.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I kind of figured it when I saw it. I was like, yeah, this is the Ohio State University. I don't think that's...
There has to. Well, what I'm saying is there has to be something that we're missing here. If what the Seahawks are saying is true, is like he came here telling us he wears a 12, we scanned his foot and we said, no, you don't. You wear a 10.5. That could be possible.
Well,
it could also be possible that Ohio State was like, yeah, you should be wearing smaller shoes, and he was like, no, this is what I want to wear, and they said, okay, well, we tried. I mean, you're the player. We'll let you. I don't know. Maybe there's a version of it that's like that, but
well, I mean, that's like, first of all, a whole size and a half is ridiculous. Now, I did a size. I might have went 13 and I was a 12, or I might have went 12 and I usually
when you played,
I usually do halves. Like I wear a 12, but I wore a 12 and a half at cleat.
I'm guessing.
Why?
Well,
because when I break, like I didn't want like my toe to go through the front of my shoe.
Well, no, that's what I'm genuinely asking.
To me. Like, but Vaughn was the opposite. Vaughn wanted his stuff tighter. I wanted mine just a little bit looser. It was preference. Now, I ain't never heard of somebody going from a 10.5 to a 12. That's ridiculous. Because, like, the shoe will fly off.
That's what I would think,
like,
too.
a half a size, like, that's, you should be fine with a half a size, especially if you wear 2 socks or you wear thick socks. Like, you'll be fine. But a whole size and a half, like there's no way you can run and do what you're supposed to do.
And as much as you say the Woody needs updated, maybe someone over there can tell us if they have this technology at Ohio State. Because if they have it at the Good Feet store in Grove City, I'm sure Ohio State has access to the Good Feet store.
I seen Kev on Saturday at Saddle Up. I should text Kev and ask. Kev works at EQ. I should be like, do y'all not have a scanner?
Why do you say stuff that no one understands? Kev works in EQ? Good. Is he turning knobs on a
equipment manager?
Oh, okay.
He's the equipment manager. Kev is the equipment manager at Ohio State.
Kev at Ohio State. Text him then and ask.
Y'all ain't got a foot scan?
Yeah. Because genuinely, here, I think there's got to be something to the fact that perhaps he was wearing the wrong shoe size at Ohio State. Perhaps there's a reason for that. I don't know. The other thing I think that we haven't really got into with this whole discussion is, why did the Seahawks feel the license to say, oh, and because his shoes were like slightly the wrong size, that's why he had hamstring issues. We're the Seahawks. We're now also his doctor, and we now know that. Like, I feel like that's a leap in logic, too. So I'm not trying to defend Ohio State. If Ohio State's doing something stupid, I'll call him out on it. But I feel like the Seahawks saying, oh, yeah, they didn't scan his foot. They don't know what size shoe he wears. That's why all his hamstring issues come down to is the wrong size shoe. That just seems like a bunch of leaps in logic all at once. And most everyone has swallowed that story as like, oh, yeah, that's accurate. Yep, Seahawks know what they're talking about. Ohio State doesn't know anything about that stuff. I would be surprised if Ohio State doesn't know a little bit about how to fit guys into Nike shoes, given that that's the sponsor of the team, and they've done that for decades. I mean, don't they have, Tyvis? Don't they have one of those machines where they break the shoes in for you? When you get brand new shoes, you can
Here we go.
Put them on that?
I text Kev.
Okay,
Kev says,
live on the air.
Yes, we've had one since 2016, the same one the Seahawks had.
See? There you
Boom.
There you go. So
that's some media-like journalism right there.
I'll tell you what, that's the most journalism that's ever happened on this show. That is, you are the biggest member of the media right there is what just happened.
We'll take the story and throw it in the air.
Can we?
Throw it out.
All right, for your next trick, what I would ask is, can you find out how much NIL we are paying for everything? And then also, can we get the rest of the Big Ten?
I don't have.
If we can do that.
I don't have Ross Bjork's number.
I'm sure if you called over there and said, Tyvis Powell here, I'd like to speak to Ross Bjork, they'd find a way to get you in touch. That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm low on the totem pole.
Tell them you want to talk about camp. You just want to say, can we just, I want to go.
I want to fight for Ohio still being in the stadium. Forget what the people's responses is. We got something good. They just don't know how good it is yet.
You are their biggest fan. And I think that's good. So we'll, you know
I'm
what?
about to listen to it on my way when I leave here today.
We should go to a camp concert.
Let's do it.
Let's go over there.
He sound like he smoked a pack of cigs before he get up on stage.
Oh, I'm just gonna. I've never been to a camp concert, but I have some thoughts.
Dylan, you want to go?
Yeah,
the
I'll
whites
go.
are good.
It might be.
Yeah, the whites are good.
Might be a little of that. Is all I'm saying.
Tyvis, just don't say that there's a mosh pit there. I can guarantee you that there won't be a mosh pit at the camp.
Darius Rucker had a mosh pit.
No, it's just a pit.
He had a mosh pit. They was rowdy in there. I'm telling you.
All right. What will the culture change look like for the Columbus Blue Jackets? We've heard a lot about that in the last week. What's it actually going to look like? We'll discuss in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. A crash right now causing some slowdowns on State Route 161 westbound. The left shoulder is blocked on State Route 161 west at Sunbury Road. Keep in mind, if you're traveling in this area, it may take you some extra time. Don't be surprised if you do come across some slowdowns. Other than that, we're looking great for a great start to our Tuesday. I'm 10 TV's Christy McFarland with your fan traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
This spring, take a break from interest with 0% financing for up to 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons. 0%. Go now, Columbus or Dublin or GLakesHyundai.com. With Proof Credit ends 4/30.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald.
This is Bone and Tyvis.
All right, now's the time. If you have that garage floor that has been a problem and it needs to get fixed, you can get it fixed with Comer & Cross. A gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor can be yours. The stains, the cracks, the pits, you can get rid of all that. Even if you had a bad epoxy job, bad paint job, Comer & Cross can fix your whole garage in one day. They will transform it with their new floor that they can put in. Their pros will come to your house. They will get it done in a day. They'll take everything out of your garage to make it look spick and span, and then they'll put the new floor in. You will love it. It will make a huge difference. And right now, they'll install it for 50% off. That's right. Comer & Cross will take 50% off installation when you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 50% off installation from Comer & Cross. With their new garage floor, it is the gold standard, and it's guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like those other products can. So check them out today. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to schedule your appointment, or go to comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com. Tyvis, the Reds, I don't know if you've looked recently.
First place.
One last night. One yesterday, 6-1. They're They're rolling right now.
They beat the Rays, correct?
Yes, they did. Did you see the play Ellie De La Cruz made?
I did not.
Baker. Is Baker outside? Is he ready with the Reds? I'll tell you what. That's a team right there, man. They're hot, baby.
Oh, my goodness. What's the play that Ellie made?
There was I forget what it was off the bat. I want to say it was over 100 miles an hour off the bat. He snags
exit velocity.
Yeah, the exit velo, as we all have to talk about. But it was hot. At short, he dives, snares it, then throws a 90-plus mile-an-hour seed right to first base. Pretty much made the defensive play, or one of the early candidates for defensive play of the year in Major League Baseball. Awesome how he's doing.
Look it up now.
He is ridiculous.
You didn't talked it up. Hold on, let me go do a quick Twitter search.
Look up Sal Stewart as well.
Yeah,
8 home runs as a rookie.
Hey, look at that! I'm telling you,
it's not even May yet.
This Reds team is
Ellie gonna
doing
be there?
Just fine.
Is Ellie gonna be there in 5 years?
Who cares? He's here now. I mean, look, I get why Reds fans care, and I'm saying this. I know as a Mets fan, a Mets fan whose team buys all the players and they all just stink and are terrible. But I'm telling you, as a Reds fan, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know how long he's going to play there, but he's there now and your team's good. Live in the moment as much as you can.
I tell you what, looking at this Ellie play, you ever look at something and it's like looking at a reflection of yourself? This is exactly what I would look like in shortstop. Look at that. That's me all day long.
That's Cap.
All day long.
I think should be played.
Lay
here.
out, get up.
That's a complete lie. I'm sure.
If I would have pursued baseball, I'd be like Ellie De La Cruz.
Okay.
Why didn't you then?
That's right.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's
football was more of a challenge. I like the challenges.
Look, there's Hot Take Tuesday. I think lying ass Thursday is the day you're looking for because that's completely wrong. No, stop. You're not Ellie De La Cruz.
Thank you to whoever's running the fan account. I appreciate it for sending me this.
Is that why you are here? Since you have no passion for this gig, are you here for the challenge of it? The challenge of working with the two of us who you hate.
Exactly right. Yeah, this is good. We're learning so much from Tyvis Powell. He could have played baseball. He'd rather be doing play-by-play.
Just know this. I love you two more than I love Dave and Jimmy.
Oh, thank you. That's big time right there. I'm glad we finally got that from you. That's good. So, all right. I saw this article from Aaron Portzline over at The Athletic talking about the culture change the Jackets have talked about. Obviously, still a long offseason ahead of the Jackets. It just ended a week ago, but Rick Bowness is back. Bones has said in every interview he's done that he wants a culture change. He wants to change the culture, etc. So what does that mean? I think most people seem to think that calls into question what's going to happen with Boone Jenner. And that is a guy.
Very hot topic.
Well,
and it's your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because you one that
I'm not.
You've been pushing take the C from him.
I'm not pushing anything.
Yes,
I'm telling you what's
you did
actually
it for the last month.
What I said was if they don't make the playoffs after getting to this point, if they collapse like this, when your on-ice leadership needs to step up and take the leadership reins, if that doesn't happen, then you have to change the culture.
T-Bone, you hate the guy. It's cool.
I don't. I hate everybody. I found out. It's just when I dare to say something critical, now it turns into I hate this. I don't hate Boone Jenner. I think he's been a great player for this organization, all that stuff. That said, yeah, he's 33 this summer. He's an unrestricted free agent, I believe. He's a free agent either way, and you've got to decide who you bring him back. So do I want to? It's not like he's got 4 years left on his deal. You can't move him, and you'd have to rip the C off his chest and hope he's okay with that. But teams have done that for players, for younger guys. They have said it's time for a younger guy to step up and get more leadership. So I'm just saying it would not surprise me if the Jackets do that. But I'm not the only one saying that. Aaron Portzline brought this up. That's a very real possibility for this Jackets team.
I just want to know who they give it to.
I mean,
Baker said give it to Adamo, excuse me. I don't refer to him as Adam anymore.
You know what?
His name is Adamo Fantilli.
I think there are a lot of people that would say give it to Zach Werenski, and I would say no. Not because I think Zach's like a bad leader or anything like that. I think Zach Werenski is a like top 5 player at his position in the league. You don't get that very often, and I think the Jackets should just focus on let him continue to be that guy. Let him and let someone else take the leadership thing.
Listen,
Adam Fantilli could absolutely do that, in my opinion. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
You don't have the success that Zach has had. You don't go to the Olympics and play amongst the best and then have the exit attitude that you have.
The exit interview that he had?
Yeah, you don't have that type of interview.
That's it, but he did. I mean,
that's why he couldn't. I wouldn't give him the C.
Okay, right. I'm saying like I don't even have anything against him necessarily, but I just feel like. But if you want a culture change,
if the person if your leader has an exit interview and looks at it as if what the coach he don't understand why the coach said what he said,
right?
And is like shocked by it, and it's like, oh no, he was just frustrated. I look at it like that.
We'll give him a pass. He was a little angry.
You don't see the realness and the seriousness in what he was saying. There's no way that you could be the captain of that team. Because you and the coach don't have the same mindset. Y'all don't see it the same. So therefore, the captain has to be a direct reflection of what the coach is saying.
Don't get me wrong that I think like I don't think you're saying this. I'm not saying it. Zach Werenski is not like a tremendous player, very valuable, all that stuff. But the leadership thing. I mean, you can speak to that from being in pro locker rooms. Like, it's not always the best player that gets it. Sometimes it's the guy who just needs to have a voice. And Boone Jenner no one has thought is the best player on this team the last few years. No one has been under that delusion. He's playing on the fourth line this year. But I feel like if you're talking culture change, Zach Werenski has been in this organization. He's 28 years old. He got drafted in 2016. I mean, I'm saying like he's been here for a while. Not that it's his fault what's happening. It's happening in spite of him, I think, quite honestly. But I'd rather let one of the younger guys who has a bright future as well maybe have that opportunity. Or if you're not going to go that route, you have guys on this team like Charlie Coyle who've been there, done that. I would have no problem giving him the captaincy for a few years and then see what happens after that. But you have to bring him back. You have to bring, I hope, Mason Marchment back. Like, if it comes to the free agents you want to bring back, those are the guys I would say get in line and have them here before I would Boone Jenner, as much as I appreciate his service. So
I think
it's pretty clear.
I think what we need to reconsider is who's the captain of the show and who's in charge of what we're talking about. Because we had a great show for about 2.5 hours. Then you brought up this depressing crap.
What do you
Why are we talking about the Blue Jackets? I hate them.
What do you mean? Why are we talking about them? The season's over. We got big decisions to make. Dylan, I'm saying we got to have this discussion. Why not have it now? I didn't lead the show with it.
I could have waited to talk about the Blue Jackets
5 minutes.
It would have been soon enough.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dylan. All right. Hey, hang on a second. I just called over the Woody. Someone at Ohio State farted. Details at 11. We're sending all our news crews out. We're going to have round-the-clock coverage because Ohio State... Can we talk about the professional sports team in this town for 5 effing minutes? I think we can.
We can't. What about the crew?
What about them? You want to talk about... Speaking of a fart, my God, they are not even worthy of that. They are disgusting. Just terrible. Just terrible right now. Lost their star player. Can't finish games. Can't win with them. Terrible. All around bad right now. All right, with the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. A crash right now causing some slowdowns on State Route 161 westbound. The left shoulder is blocked on State Route 161 west at Sunbury Road. Keep in mind, if you're traveling in this area, it may take you some extra time. Don't be surprised if you do come across some slowdowns. Other than that, we're looking great for a great start to our Tuesday. I'm 10 TD's Krista McFarland with your fan traffic.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, energy bills have been crazy as of late, which has had our phone ringing off the hook. Pella windows give you both a home makeover and often an energy bill makeover.
We hear that all the time at the other window place. We love the makeover. No, wait. We want a do-over. That's what they say. Is do-over and makeover the same thing?
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us. And we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hop into savings this spring with Ohio Mulch. Right now, save $100 on home delivery orders, but only for a limited time at OhioMulch.com. What sets Ohio Mulch apart? Our premium pine bark mulch made from high-quality southern pine from South Georgia. It lasts longer and creates the perfect pH for acidic-loving plants like hydrangeas and azaleas. Better mulch, better results. Shop now at OhioMulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
Colin Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, the guy with the excellent hair, mustache list, though, and I don't like it. I like the thick mustache look. Eric Reeser.
Gentlemen.
Hey, what do you think of the, we were talking about all of the Columbus teams, the Blue Jackets, and Dylan was upset about that. Then we talked about the Crew for 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at with the Columbus Crew?
Where are the Columbus Crew?
They're awful. They are
Have they won? They've won one game?
One game.
One.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Wait,
That's where they're
so
at.
Hell is Real is not going to be as big of a game?
They're either
I think
they're like one spot below FC Kentucky in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, that's
which FC Cincinnati's not good either.
No.
So it's still going to be a
Pat Noonan, is he still there? Like, is he going to get fired at some point for wildly underperforming?
The fact that
as
you
their
knew
manager,
Pat Noonan was the manager of Kentucky FC, as I like to call them.
A long time ago, Tyvis and I did a Saturday show, and we had Chris Dorn on with us live from Lower.com Field. And he praised Pat Noonan as being one of the bright up-and-coming coaches. And this was several years ago.
Yes.
So that's just how I remember that, and thinking, boy, if he's as good as they say, shouldn't he have gotten them to an MLS Cup?
One would think. Right. But that's never happened, in part also, because the Crew got in his way. So
as long as the Crew are doing better in the standings than Austin FC,
Yeah, there's that too.
Right? Silver linings here.
Is that the worst team?
No, well, Austin
want
FC.
Austin FC to never win anything ever.
That was that.
Why?
Tyvis, that's the former owner of the
Anthony
crew, Anthony
Precourt's club.
Precourt. He tried to move the team to Austin, and then Save the Crew stopped him. He got his team down there. And fun fact, these teams, that happened like 2019 or 2020,
Right
something
before
like that.
COVID, I think.
Right. They've played one time. In the history of MLS, in the regular season, they have played exactly one time.
The Crew versus them.
It was in Austin, and I think they tied like 0-0 or something like that. Anthony Precourt's never had to bring his team back here to Columbus. Do you know how intense the atmosphere will be?
You going?
At Scott's Field now, Scott's Miracle Grove Field. If they bring Austin FC up here, it will be... don't bring the kids. Leave your
let the boy watch.
No, you're fine. I'm
the
telling
children
you,
watch
I
this.
hope the kid is ready to
Let
see
them
some
hear
blood
it.
and guts and swearing and every kind of unimaginable, because it will be one of the most insane atmospheres you will ever see at a
But
soccer game.
Precourt won't show. He's not coming
of course
north
not.
of the Mason-Dixon ever again.
I don't even know if he lives in Austin. He lives in Silicon Valley or something.
He's out in San Francisco with his daddy's money.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine. If your dad's rich, good for you.
It does say here that Pat Noonan is the head coach of FC Cincinnati, for what it's worth.
NFL? Not for long.
Yeah,
I'm saying that because somebody printed off a mock draft, and I asked to that person who printed off like 10 pages of mock draft, couldn't you just use your computer?
Well, as someone who prints off our show sheet every day,
that's the show sheet.
Yeah,
You can
I do
the
print
show
that off.
sheet. That's
Yes.
acceptable. A mock draft?
No, I didn't print off a mock
I'm going to use it because I scribble notes, so that'll
There
be
you
my
go.
scratch paper. But
perfect.
What do we do? There's a picture that takes up half of one of these sheets. I know it's company material,
this
company
is Mel
resources.
Kiper's mock.
He does a new one every week, though.
Yeah, he's probably going to do another one tomorrow.
Oh, this is the one. I thought
right?
The one was on Wednesday before.
Have you switched your stance on Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson?
No.
You still want Tate?
I'm mad at Zach Jackson now.
Oh, I just
for
tweeted
his
him.
mock draft. I like everything they did in the second round.
I just tweeted him.
But Casey Concepcion, I can't even pronounce his name. He can't catch footballs.
Yeah,
and then they're taking a tackle with 6.
Caden Proctor.
Or they're taking Proctor at 12. Whatever they do.
Can we get Caden Proctor if the Browns do get him? Can we run him?
Overthinking this. Take Carnell Tate at 6 and be done with it.
No, because you could run an offense that features your left tackle also running out to catch screen passes and then mowing guys down. That's what we want. That's what he did at Alabama. It's great.
Yeah, you got the best of both worlds.
So exhausting.
Todd Monken's here for
And I
the
get
left
Zach
tackle screen pass.
Is doing the draft that what he's hearing. Is doing the best evaluation from what he's in discussions that he's had. I hate it because it is so Andrew Berry to do.
Well,
I'm the smartest football guy.
They're committed to fixing the offensive line. And the last piece that
they did that in free agency.
No. They still missing the left tackle piece.
Okay. But
Which, if they're following the Bears motto, the Bears got their franchise left tackle, I believe, in the draft.
Okay, you can do that, but I would rather them get a weapon for whoever's playing
Casey
quarterback.
Concepcion.
No. Get a weapon who can catch passes. How about that? I would much rather have them go.
Anyway,
Carnell
we'll
Tate
have
at
draft
6.
coverage on the Fan Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
We'll
you
have
can be
all
mad
that.
at your radio, too, if you're a Browns fan. Because I think the Bengals, what they did yesterday was awesome. Or what they did over the weekend was awesome. And then signing Dexter Lawrence to an extension, actually giving him a nice slice of the pie. Their defensive overhaul this season is something we'll get into on Bishop and Friends because they're all in now. And so Orlando Brown had the best statement, I think, yesterday. They introduced Dexter Lawrence, and then they had some Bengals players available, and they understand the assignment that's been put onto them by the franchise. Dom Tiberi is going to join at 10:30 per his usual Tuesdays with Tiberi spot. We'll do The Real Truth at 10 o'clock. Is this finally the year for the Edmonton Oilers?
Oh.
We're going to ask that question. It's probably not, but they're up 2-0. It's like, well.
You think people around here care? You know what? I read this.
Don't let Dylan hear that there's any possibility of hockey talk because that'll.
We're going to do some at 10, but most of it will center on Buckeyes in the draft and where the best landing spots are for Arvo Reese, Caleb Downs, and Sonny Styles because New York is likely for 2, if not all 3 of them now.
Oh, my gosh.
By the way, I can confirm.
Oh, yeah,
I have a picture.
We were talking
There
earlier
is
about
a scanner at Ohio State. I got it right here.
The Seahawks claimed that Jackson Smith and Jigba, his shoe size was 12 at Ohio State and it's 10.5 in the NFL. And they fixed his hamstring issues. And we said, that's something that doesn't sound right. Tyvis literally texted the equipment guys over at Ohio State. And
I got the picture. He sent me the picture of the
guy's
scan.
name, Eric something, the equipment manager for the Seattle Seahawks. But do you bet he regrets throwing JSN out there? Because it was just a throwaway line on a podcast.
Yeah, he probably
with the
wasn't even
Seahawks general manager.
Right.
That nobody would have known had he said any other player on the team.
Oh, yeah, if he had just said,
Jackson
we have
Smith
some,
and Jigba, and he mentioned Ohio State.
If he said, we have some guys who come from college and they're wearing the wrong shoe size, and we have to fix that, and we have a scanner that does that, no one would have given this any to. But you said the receiver who led the league in yardage, one of the guys getting the biggest contracts in the history of the NFL, and he played at Ohio State. Yeah, that's all called. Thank you for the search engine optimization. Because man, that takes all the boxes.
It wasn't quite a 14 or whatever the number he said, and JSN might be a 10.5, but it might have been a what? What did he wear?
Well, he
at Ohio
said
State?
12.
11 and a half.
Okay, that's not beyond the scope of possibility.
Well, I said that
we talk about guys and their feet sizes with relative to cleats and however many sizes are out there. Because as a kid, I always wanted to wear Nikes, but they were too narrow.
Yeah.
So when I tried to wear Nikes, I'd size up. But it was always a bad idea because it didn't matter because the width of the foot was that much bigger. And then when you sized up, you're just moving around. Well, I had to be. They were shoes that had wider feet and New Balances.
Checks over stripes. That's what we like.
Could it fit my dumb fat feet is all I cared about.
Is that Darius Rucker, what you were just singing there? Bishop and Friends.
He has a mosh pit?
Yeah, he has a mosh pit.
He's the big mosher guy.
Moshing at the mosh pit for Darius Rucker.
Was Ryan Day involved? Did he do some stage diving in this?
Yeah.
This imaginary mosh pit.
With his non-existent nipple ring.
Yeah, we're doing this show 9 to noon.
Yeah, Bishop and Friends 9 to noon.
It's
coming
great.
up
You should listen.
right here on The Fan.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, I have a post here that I think sums up the extent of the college sports landscape in about 2 sentences. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
This is from Talia Goodman. Talia Goodman covers women's college basketball for On3. Okay, she's verified reporter, 38,000 followers. This is what she posted. Kentucky, this is about women's basketball. This is about a Kentucky women's basketball player. Kentucky's Josie Gilvin has entered the transfer portal, sources told On3. The 6-foot senior averaged 1.2 points per game and currently doesn't have any remaining eligibility. She's in the portal. How? Why? I don't know, but that's college sports right now.
1.2 points a game.
And has no eligibility in the portal.
Makes
sure.
sense.
Because you know what? Why not?
That makes sense.
She's paying attention.
Just in case. You never know. Maybe someone wants her to come on their team and be a part of it. We'll see. All right, that's it for us. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. Bishop and Friends is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. A construction project to keep in mind. Green Lawn Avenue ramp will be closed to I-71 northbound. This will go on until Thursday from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. If you're commuting in this area, you can take Green Lawn Avenue to I-71 southbound to Frank Road, State Route 104 to I-71 northbound. Other than that, it's looking like it's going to be a great start to our Tuesday. I'm 10 TV's Kristen